Everybody, we are live on Better Our Odds, or also known as Better Odds. We are going to we're going to go over Week 6 games. I have Michael here with me. Randy is taking a slight break, and Ben somewhere, and Ben will be joining us here shortly to round out our quartet. But we are going to go over these games and be live with you. So please feel free to comment, ask questions about bets you want to talk about games you want to talk about. We'll be here with a couple hours at least. We might even ride through the first half of Thursday night's football game, which is Kansas City and Denver tonight. Hey, there's Randy. Randy, how you doing tonight?
Doing all right. What about you guys?
Doing well. Michael, you doing good?
Pretty good. Welcome to the show, finally, Randy. 2
Let me
minutes.
drink.
So, yeah, absolutely. So, if y'all want to, like I said, just anything y'all want to talk about as far as NFL games and bets are related, prop bets, game lines. For our first live show, just feel free to talk about it.
Who's Frida?
She's Frida, yeah.
No, he talks about Frida all the time.
All the time. Frida, Maria, Chiquita, Banana.
A little bit of Monica in your life.
Yeah, something like that.
A little bit of Rita.
Yeah, I felt the need for you wanting us to bail you out there, but it was just better watching you stumble trying to think of names.
That's what Randy always does. He just lets me keep going and going and going until I finally dig enough hole where I'm like, I can't talk anymore.
Pinky was doing the Mambo number 1 where he wasn't really sure who all was coming. He's like, It took 5 tries to finally get there, but
we were talking about that the other day at work. Like, I don't even remember how to do it. It's like shit.
That's the Macarena. That's not.
Yeah, how do you do that? You remember how to do it?
That's completely different.
The Macarena. Maybe we'll get somebody on stream to tell us how it goes. I'm pretty sure it's like one hand, and over and over and cross and cross.
I personally like Pinkies.
And back and like everyone's. I don't know. I don't have my video. Yeah, so
he's like, "What you do?
What am I doing?
How do your hands go behind your head?
I don't.
Do you usually put them like that when the guy's behind you, or?
Well, no. It's usually
No.
Moving on.
So, what do y'all think about the over/under in this game tonight? It's down.
The weather sucks.
7.5.
It was, I saw 47.5.
It is now. It was like 50-something start. 52.
54, right, Randy? Is that what you had?
Yeah, it was 54.5 when it first came out. And then we talked about it today. At some point, I know the weather sucks, but at some point, it's going to shift to where the over is a good play. I'm not sure where that point is.
You have to wonder with bad weather. I mean, minus 10.5 Kansas City. Do the Broncos cover?
The crazy thing also is the weather is bad, but it's gusts blowing end zone to end zone. It's not blowing across the field. So it's going to help deep passes on, for each half.
Now I know why FanDuel is running the boost on both quarterbacks getting 200 passing yards, which seems like how could they not? But now I know why that boost is being run.
Because Russ is going to get like 197.
Oh yeah, or hurt. Somebody's getting hurt. Like it's already the script's already out.
Yep. Thursday night's super weird. Usually a running game type situation too.
I will say I don't think my fantasy teams can afford Mahomes getting hurt. It's about the only thing left propping them up right now.
I had the worst injury week probably of all time. 11 of 16 dudes out.
I had to go look at it to see how bad it was. And it's like in your starting lineup, it's like 5 questionable guys, and then on your bench it's like 4 IR guys that you just haven't had a chance to move over yet because they just put on there.
And it's people like, how am I going to drop Justin Jefferson? How am I going to drop Aaron Jones? How am I going to drop Anthony Richardson? I can't remember all the other dudes, but Kelsey.
I was just very happy that I got you when this happened. So
yeah, I mean, I was rolling. I was like 8-0 in both leagues. 4-0 in both, but.
I was not expecting to beat you this week. I never expect to necessarily beat you on any given week, but I got in this matchup 3-1, first place in the division. I'm like, yes. And then you have all that. I'm like, oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, it
got a chance.
wasn't even close.
It would have been close but I had a couple people on bye. So like Tyler Algier played for me and he got me 2 points.
Shit, I would have taken Tyler O'Neill from the Cardinals.
I was supposed to say you got to quit putting faith in Algier. They're done with him. Like it's going to be the all.
It's officially
now.
yeah. Week 1 made sense, but not since then.
With him like an injury, he's an RB2.
Yeah, I mean you still gotta have him for like a handcuff. I like handcuffs, so I like having him, and I like the people that have whoever has Bijan. Yeah, okay.
Like what?
In fantasy football. Let's be
you might want to finish these sentences.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I need to put a period, and then I need to instead of.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a period also. Yeah.
Yeah. So but what bets do y'all have in this game, if any, right now? Or
I bet you would like to restart that sentence.
Yes, I would.
Don't worry, just edit that out.
Just edit, yeah. We'll edit it out in the actual video, but right now we can't because we're live. We had one viewer for a second. Bye. I'm sorry. I guess we weren't entertained. Oh, did you? Okay.
Get out of here, Randy. If you're not don't be part of us.
I got the chat on moderate. Nobody's in there yet, so we're good with that.
Yeah, if you're not going to be with us when there's one viewer, don't be with us when there's like 5.
Yeah. When do we start selling merch?
Well, when we get more viewership and more subscriptions, so I mean, we could buy ourselves shirts, I guess, and then see what happens there. Maybe walk them around town, like, hey, what's that? I'm like, what's our YouTube channel,
Did you advertise that we were going live, like with everybody that normally watches?
I did the whole Facebook community and the whole X community, so.
Yeah, I saw it. I can attest to that.
Yeah, and I mean, people liked it and shared it, and
I'd watch.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know if they shared it or not, but it was, I tagged all 3 of y'all in it, so make sure.
Like, how do you? Yeah, I was like, that's pretty intricate to know that they shared it.
Yeah, I mean, we could know they shared it, but I didn't see any. You can be told if they share it though or not.
So Randy, what kind of bad information do you get to say that Deshaun Watson and Carolina are talking?
No, not Deshaun Watson, Christian Watson.
Oh, you got to be more specific. I don't even know who that guy. That doesn't matter to me either.
Yeah, not Deshaun Watson at all.
Christian Watson, Sean Watson don't matter. We're losing them all.
He's an extra what? He's extra receiver for you, right? I mean,
well, unless he's going to start calling plays and block, it ain't going to matter.
Yeah,
we have zero. Our O line is atrocious.
I saw something about Frank Reich or whatever his name is. All the other rookie quarterbacks in the league had a very simplistic play call sheet, and then he's trying to run Bryce Young out with the normal play call sheet that he had when he was in Indy. And now they're going to try to dumb it down in week 6 to bring it back to where Bryce Young can operate the offense more efficiently.
I still don't think it's Young though. They're like, oh, we're going to put an armband now, so he has the play calls on his wrist. I'm like, why we didn't do that at the beginning? I have no idea. Let's not act like the good quarterbacks never have them. Tom Brady went his whole career with it on his wrist. So they're like, well, yeah, maybe we should give him the plays. What I've noticed is we get the plays in slow, and he has no time to adjust once he gets to the line because it takes forever to get the plays in. And then the receivers don't get open, and the offensive line doesn't block. I don't care who you are. It's just not a winning formula.
I think they just set themselves back. That was a bad trade going for the number 1 pick when there wasn't a clear number 1 pick to begin with.
Well, and I don't know if you listened to some of it too this week. Reich seemed to indicate maybe we wanted Stroud, but the owner wanted Young. Just kind of the way he threw some shade.
I know Stroud's looked good, but I still wouldn't want him either. I would have taken Jalen Carter, number 1. Even knowing that he's good now.
I wouldn't have traded up to go get him. I'm with you. I don't think there was there was no Trevor Lawrence in this draft.
No.
You knew Trevor Lawrence's floor was going to be like Kirk Cousins.
I would take Caleb Williams right now over anyone in the last 5 drafts, maybe. Mahomes has been in there 5 years, right?
Yeah, he's been there over 5 years now.
I honestly think I would take Caleb over Burrow, and I know that's saying a lot. I mean, I'm right there as a big Burrow fan, but
I don't know, man. I just what's tricky for me is Caleb doesn't play any defenses.
Well, he's not
Don't get
coming
me
off
wrong.
any.
I
Like
think he's immensely talented.
he hasn't torn up his knee.
Twice.
Like, there's a lot of. I'd
Didn't
take
Burrow
Caleb.
tear it up at Ohio State too, or something like that?
Yeah, I'd take Caleb. I mean, I love Joe Burrow, but I'd take Caleb, and then I'd take Burrow. If we're talking about like the last 5 drafts.
Yeah, I just hate it for Caleb because USC is going to drop a game or two. They can't play any defense. He got
There might
there.
not be any reason for him to come out because I'm sure he's getting paid a ton right now at USC.
I saw something the other day. It was like they projected his NIL to be like 2.5 mil or something like that. But I mean, let's be honest, the university's probably paid him that too.
Yeah, he's making a ton on endorsements and whatnot.
I remember. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just glad that we're on his short list of teams that he would like to play for if the possibility.
As soon as you lose Justin Jefferson, you're off that list.
If
I'm aware.
Would like just lose to us, you'd be well on your way to getting him. But you had to mess it up and beat us, and now you've got the tiebreaker, and I'm not sure we'll win a game.
Y'all could find something sometime during this year.
That's what I keep thinking. I mean, that's what I thought against Minnesota.
Y'all have? Do y'all have the Giants on your schedule?
I think we do. I can tell you what game we're not winning. That's going to be this week.
No, Eagles.
ESPN does give us an 11% chance, though.
To be who?
It is the Eagles, right? Or is it who? No, it's not the
Miami.
Eagles. Miami. Oh, yeah.
We have the Bears on our schedule, so that's promising. We'll want to win.
Okay, that helps.
The Texans are on it, so that's a possible one.
Mm-hmm.
The Colts, maybe.
Titans.
Packers, maybe by then. They may have imploded by then.
That's a possibility.
That's really it. We did play the Falcons, I guess.
It's still like too early, I think, because like even the teams that we know are like super good right now. Like I don't think Miami will be this good 6 weeks from now because all this speed is starting to get banged up, and Hill's going to miss some games. Tua's going to get hurt sometime during the year.
Yeah.
Or like San Francisco. Like San Francisco was a regular season. They're kind of like Peyton Manning in the regular season. Like they're going to go crazy, win 14, 15 games, but like running CMC this much is just stupid. Like when you're up 20 points, you shouldn't even be in the game.
That's what I can't figure out. I mean, they've had heavy leads in almost every game. And I mean, like he's still out there midway through the fourth quarter running for no reason. Like, I'm just saying, as a Carolina Panther fan, watching us just pummel him into the ground week after week, like San Fran's not doing themselves any favors here.
No, he'll be out by like week 8.
Yeah, and he's not a player that you really need to like, oh, he needs to be in the offense for a few weeks to feel good about himself. Like you can just insert him back in anytime. He's good to go for 100+ yards.
I mean, Jordan Mason hasn't looked bad. Like just give the dude some run. Let him play a little bit.
Yeah, I don't. And I mean, unless like McCaffrey's all like, oh, you got to give me the ball, but I highly doubt he's going to force it that much. I mean, he's got 99 carries already, so he's averaging 20 carries a game, and he's got 20 receptions, so he's averaging what 24 touches a game. That is not sustainable for him.
He needs to be in like the 16 range, especially being 5-0 or whatever they are right now. Like,
well, their next leading rusher 16 carries.
Is that Mason?
Well, it's actually 3 of them. They're tied: Mason, Debo, and Mitchell.
Yeah.
Mason's actually averaging more per carry.
Yeah, I think Mitchell's pretty much cooked. I think it's Mason should be the RB2.
But that's what I can't figure out. I mean, you're talking about a team. I mean, let's see what they've been winning by. They won by 32 last game, so didn't need to be in there halfway through. The Cardinals, they beat by nearly 20. Didn't need to be in there. Giants, they beat by 18. Didn't need to be in there. The Rams game was close, so within 7. So, yeah, maybe you go, he needed to be in there that whole game. But the Steelers beat by 23. There's no reason for him to keep getting 20-plus touches a game.
Kittle also, they need to get him out of there because he's always hurt. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of these coaches I just don't agree with how they, like the philosophy they use. It's not sustainable.
Well, I mean, honestly, they should be getting Brock Purdy out of there too. With a team this notorious for quarterback injuries, they just need to get him out of there.
Well, they did in the fourth quarter, didn't they? Didn't they have Sam Darnold come in?
Yeah, this game, but I mean, Sam Darnold's thrown one pass all day or all year. Like,
yeah,
they need to take the college football scheme and apply it to this, where when you're up by 3 scores, You just go ahead and put the second team in, so nobody gets hurt on your first team.
Not everybody in college does that though.
Yeah, I know. Like
Well,
one
we
team tried to run the ball up the middle when all they had to do was kneel it. So stupid.
Yeah.
I don't even understand.
Yeah.
Christopher.
You ready to jump into TNS?
Yes. Can we just go ahead and move on to Thursday night football?
Miami
let's
this
just
week. They're playing.
No, North Carolina. We're not talking about it. Okay, move on.
Ooh, good luck.
Yeah. We got Thursday night football, gentlemen. We have, which is coming up in approximately kickoff is about an hour and 40 minutes away, roughly. We have the Denver Broncos are at home. No, excuse me, they're on the road at Kansas City. My bad. I apologize. Denver at KC. KC is 10.5-point favorites, and the total, as aforementioned earlier, is 47.5. Do we have any takes on this game? I know there's weather, like I said, involved. 30-mile-an-hour gusts, sustained in the 15 to 20-mile-an-hour range. Rain, possibly, but most likely going to be late getting there. It'd be late game if it got there at all, it looks like now. What do we have on this game, gentlemen?
I got a fade to lock, which is the FanDuel pushing both quarterbacks reaching 200 yards as a boost. As somebody who's personally hurt by boosts on a weekly basis, you just stay away from it. It ain't gonna happen. It sure ain't worth it.
Yeah, those boosts are nasty and they're not fun to deal with.
They look so good.
I'll tell you, as bad as those boosts are, because I guarantee you Russ ends with like 197. I bet it's close, but it's not going to get there, especially with the weather. They have something cool right now that I just saw. I'm not sure if everybody qualifies. I bet quite a bit on there every week. They have this thing now. It's called Bet Match, where the next 3 wagers you place after opting in up to $250. You place 3 $250 bets that give you $250.
For each one, or
no, they give you $250 if you bet 3 $250
one
bets.
time. Okay.
So if you want to take, I'll kind of point out some bets that I really, really like as we move throughout the show. And if you want to take 3 of those bets, and if you got the cash, I know I'm doing it. I mean, that's a lot of ROI to automatically get back $250, even if you drop all 3 bets.
get half your
You get like 30
30 running back. Yeah.
So I would hope that you don't drop all 3.
Well, I mean, if you win just one of them, you're even.
Breaking even. Yeah.
Because with straight bets, I mean, you're gonna make your money, I think.
I mean, it's probably a good idea. I don't know if it's got to be straight or what, but
tease them maybe. I don't know. But Randy, what do you have in yours?
Well, you guys know I like a good list, so I'm gonna start running down the list here. Do you know what team in the league allows the most passing touchdowns?
I would say the Denver Broncos.
Pretty sure it's Denver Broncos.
It is the Denver Broncos. Do you know what team in the league allows the most rushing touchdowns?
I would say the Denver Broncos.
It's the Denver Broncos. Do you know what team in the league allows the most wide receiver touchdowns?
I also say the Denver Broncos.
It is. Do you know what team allows the most touchdowns to tight ends?
I would say it's the Denver Broncos.
Broncos.
No, they're tied for second most.
Damn
But they're playing against Kelsey also, so it's probably going to be a bloodbath. I don't know, man. Kansas City averages 30.5 at home. Denver's allowing 40 on the road. I know that had a lot to do with Miami, but still, if you take Miami out, they're still not good. As much as the total has been bet down because of the weather, I feel like at some point that begins to flip and you start to like the over versus the under. I think that might be the case here. I know it said it could be thunderstorms and whatnot, possibility. I'm not a weatherman.
I play one on TV sometimes and radio in my house. So,
I just can't. I don't think you can trust these Kansas City running backs. Like, I know Pacheco looks good in the spot because of the weather, and Kansas City's got a high team total and yada, yada, yada. But it very easily could be a handoff or like a pop pass to Sky Moore, or it could be a Kadarius Toney out of the backfield. It could be 2 like short screen touchdown to Jerick McKinnon. That's one I think if you want to take a long shot play, you could take Jerick McKinnon 2 plus touchdowns. That's plus 3,100. I don't think that's crazy with the weather being what it is.
So they're calling for wind averaging about 14 miles an hour with gusts up to 28 miles per hour.
I kind of like the over, honestly. When everybody else is going one way, I kind of like to go the other. I just feel like it started at 54.5 beginning of the week, and now the weather's taking off more than a touchdown. It's like if I were going to bet it, I would wait until the very last minute because it just keeps getting bet down. It's 47.5 now with the money on the under. So if you're going to bet the over, just wait because you might get it at 44 or 45.
But you only got 20 minutes. So.
Until the game starts?
Yeah, it starts at 7, doesn't it?
No, it starts at 8:50.
Oh, okay. Coverage starts at 7.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Or, if you want to take Denver plus 14.5 or something like that, like I don't like any of the game stuff anymore. Mahomes props about right. You could probably look at Jerick McKinnon over 14.5 receiving yards. I think it looks pretty good. Just because I feel like they're going to get him involved because they're not going to be able to move the ball down the field. I saw a stat that like Rashee Rice and Kadarius Toney have like 2 of the highest target percentages in the league, and they also have 2 of the highest drop rates in the league. I don't know what Kansas City's doing. Like they just need to go trade for, get, buy, steal. They need to get a receiver that knows what the hell's going on.
Mecole Hardman's probably available too out there.
Yeah, he sucks too. I wouldn't go get him either. They need to stop going after these dudes that are just fast, right? Like Tyreek Hill's fast, maybe the fastest guy ever in the NFL. I don't know. But you know what he also has? He has a good feel and a good sense for when to beat a zone. They just need guys who, whenever the play breaks down, they're still moving. They're trying to find gaps in the zone, sit down, wait for Mahomes to find you. He's going to put the ball on you. And just basically they need a guy like Keenan Allen. They need to stop going for these dudes that are, he ran a 4.21 in the 40 in the combine. Yeah, he can't catch for shit though.
See, and I know you didn't like my idea earlier when we talked about it, but Juju Smith-Schuster fills that role. I mean, he had over 900 yards last year for him.
He's bad.
Deep too.
He's real bad. I'm going to throw out a name that's completely just off the wall that they could get for free that I think is better than anyone they have on the roster. I think they should go get Marquez Callaway. They used to play for the Saints. I don't know if he's bad in the locker room. I don't know if he's bad, like just a bad person in general.
Who's he with?
No one. He got cut by Peyton, who had him in New Orleans. So that was kind of the indication that maybe he's a bad person. But I mean, like, why cut? Like, if something wasn't going on, then why would Sean Payton cut him? Because he went to New Orleans to get him, and he had him in New Orleans. So he probably knew something's up with this guy. But damn, he's got a lot of talent. But then he gets to Denver, and as soon as Patrick went out, I thought Callaway would be what like the Brendan Johnson is for Denver right now. Because Callaway has good instinct. Like in the short time I've watched him play, like he has good instinct. He has good hands for the most part. I mean, he's no Chris Carter, but like he can catch. It just something's going on behind the scenes. Like I don't know if he's just a knucklehead but like I think he's better than anybody on Kansas City. And Andy Reid has a history of like bringing those guys around to where they actually contribute. And he's free. So, I mean, or like Jerry Jeudy would be good on Kansas City, I feel like. Somebody like that. You need somebody who's just – they almost need slot receivers more than they need to be trying to find the next Calvin Johnson.
I think that's what they thought they had with Sky Moore, but he just hasn't really progressed like they thought.
I think he's a punt returner at best.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, other than Tyreek Hill, they really just haven't had great luck with drafting wide receivers. I mean, Hardman was a pretty high pick. I think second or third rounder. Like,
I don't know the last really good head coach that knows how to pick a receiver outside of like Sean McVay. And I guess Kyle Shanahan with Debo and Ayuk.
I'm convinced that McVay can just make a good receiver. Like, I mean, nobody was looking at Cooper Kupp before he came through. Now you got Nakua, who's just crushing it. I mean, even Tutu Atwell looks halfway decent.
The other one he missed on was Van Jefferson. Van Jefferson can't catch a cold.
No,
I don't know why Atlanta went and got him.
Robert Woods before?
Yeah.
He had decent season with him. Yeah, like, I mean, he's just – and then all these guys go somewhere else or get traded, and it's like they just disappear.
Are we now getting back to tonight's game? Pacheco, what are we? You said Randy, you're not sold necessarily on him.
It's
because give me mouths to feed basically, or hands to feed, or whatever.
Yeah, I mean Kansas City is basically what New Orleans or New England used to be, right? Like whenever it was Brady and just a bunch of dudes. I'm not talking about like what was it, 2014, 2015, whenever he had Moss and all them guys, but when it was just Brady and the Jets or whatever it was, you know what I mean? Like Benny and the Jets.
Yeah, where he just had those guys, so you could just.
This is the same thing with Kansas City. Like you've got Kelsey, we can trust Kelsey, but who outside of Kelsey do you really feel like if you bet a prop, who do you feel good about?
I mean, Pacheco's been pretty consistent lately. Minimum of 15 carries the last 3 games, touchdown in each of the last 3.
Right, but do you feel good about it? If you bet the over on 77 yards, you feel good about Isaiah Pacheco?
I mean, I don't want his yards. I'd probably take a touchdown.
Yeah.
As soon as you do that, do you feel good about it, or you feel like, oh man, it could be McKinnon or it could be CEH? Or
I'm not worried about the running backs as much as I am just Kelsey having like a 3-touchdown night or something like that. But I mean, it could go either way. Pacheco could go for 3 touchdowns and nobody else get anything.
I'm with Fuller. I don't have an issue with Pacheco running the ball in tonight. I have an issue with those receivers, and it could be Rice, it could be Gray, it could be Kelsey, it could be anybody. I mean, yes. I mean, it could be. They could literally throw the ball to anybody at any given time. He could throw it to a lineman. I mean, McKinnon. But as far as the ground game, I think CEH is out now as far as a rotation. For some reason, it's back to where he's not in there as much anymore, if often at all.
Yeah, I think he's just done. I mean, he just ever since he took that injury after year 1, he hadn't been the same.
Yeah, they gave.
I know he's not good.
They gave him reins in week 1 again. Like, oh, you're the starting running back at the beginning of the season, but that was only in name alone, and they let him have it, and then that was it. I haven't seen him. How many carries has he had? If anybody can look that stat up real quick, how many carries has he had since week 1?
Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah,
I mean,
average.
I know he blows. I know he sucks, but like that doesn't really mean that doesn't mean that Andy Reid's not going to give him the ball.
It doesn't. It doesn't mean that all of a sudden, it's going to be his night tonight, and they're going to plug him in, and he might score 2 touchdowns. You're right. I mean,
Reid's probably watching this right now. He's like, I'm going to get him so good. He's about to have 20 carries, 40 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, he's had 6 total carries the last 2 weeks. He's only broken 6 carries in 1 game this year, and that was
week 1, right?
That was against the Bears where they crushed him. He only averaged 3.5 carry, so 3.7. So yeah, I mean he's had more carries.
Tell me that's not exactly what Kansas City does, though.
Well, you say that, but Pacheco's had it.
Do you guys not remember playing the backfield for New England?
Yeah, you fumble the ball and you never get touched again.
I mean, like, who's to say that like Pacheco doesn't come out and I know he doesn't typically fumble, but what if he does? And then do we just see a bunch of McKinnon or a bunch of CEH or a Blake Bell, pitch in the middle of the formation, he runs it in the end zone, or Sky Moore around the edge, or Kadarius Toney, or
that's what I'm saying. I mean, there's a lot of variables. A lot of variables.
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think if you're going like anybody touchdown wise, it's probably Kelsey, and then I still like Pacheco in this situation, but at the end of the day, like there's nobody else on that team you feel good about taking. If you want to just like swing for the fences, I'd just take some dude that's like plus 1,600 down there somewhere and just see. I mean, he's just as likely as any of these other guys that are in the normal rotation.
Mahomes can run one in for all.
I think that's the play tonight.
He won't do that. He never does that.
I think that's the play tonight. You just feel weird.
What's that?
I think the plays just get weird. Like if you want to make bets on touchdowns tonight, you just go completely off the wall. Like that McKinnon 2-touchdown thing I was telling you guys about was plus 3,100 earlier when I bet it. It's plus 2,300 now.
It's come down bad. Oof. Well,
so I mean, like a Blake Bell touchdown, a Noah Gray touchdown. Like I think Kansas City's going to score. I think they probably hit their over, but I bet it's not going to be somebody who has 3 touchdowns unless this damn Taylor Swift narrative that won't go away. She's going to be there at the game today. Yeah, because it's an island game. It's the only game on TV.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even on TV. It's on Prime. So, I mean, people got to pay for it. How are people going to pay for that subscription? Just
absolutely.
Never mind. You know.
Pretty sure
frame myself from that kind of question.
I mean, pay for is a strong word, but yeah, I'm going to watch it.
Forgive me for. Okay, I made a couple of bets for this game. I'll let y'all know. And since
it's time to go grab a sandwich.
I need to let y'all know about this as well as our viewers. Our one in the.
We got one viewer.
We got one right now again. They've been off and on. It's probably our fourth amigo. Probably checking in on us, making sure we're okay.
See the name?
Do what?
You got to be able to see the name. We got to shout out the first viewer.
I don't know how we see the name. How do we see the name?
Technical difficulties.
You're the dude running this.
I don't. Oh, we got two. It says we got 2 watching now, but there's nobody in the chat.
Damn.
There's nobody in the comments. So.
Hey, shout out to the 2 people watching. Appreciate the misclick. I'll see y'all when y'all get back.
Hope you find what you're looking for.
If the girlfriend's watching, hey, glad you're here.
Nobody give a shit about that. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, but she's one of the best watchers that we have.
Is this like Pinky's Grammy? Like
I'm
okay.
Rivalry.
Real quick. Maybe not real quick. I got a $50 bet.
Pinky's going so fast I can't even see him.
On FanDuel. I got the Kansas City money line. I got Pacheco.
Bold prediction.
Pacheco
minus 800.
Under 52.5 alternate total.
He's got like a 9-leg plus 100 parlay.
Nope, it's only 5 legs. Kansas City Chiefs minus 6.5 alternate spread, and Kansas City Chiefs minus 2.5 first quarter. I got that with the boost, which I think a lot of people have the boost on FanDuel right now. If you've played any money in the last,
you talking about the 50%?
The 50% profit boost.
Will it
plus 626, and I put 50 on there to win 363 tonight. So it's a 5-legger. I'll repeat it real quick. Kansas City money line, Pacheco anytime touchdown, under 52.5 total for the game. Kansas City by 6.5, minus 6.5 the spread. It's an alternate, and the Kansas City Chiefs minus 2.5 first quarter spread. There's that. Feelings on that? Thoughts?
Does it? I didn't know you could do an alternate spread and a money line in the same parlay. The only reason I say that is I tried to sneak in a baseball home run the other day, and it wouldn't let me do it. It didn't give me any better odds.
You know what? It probably was. It probably literally gave him 0 odds.
It will let you put it in there.
I probably didn't see it, to be honest. Yeah, I probably didn't see it. I mean, it don't matter now.
Like, if you hit one, obviously you're going to hit the other.
I didn't see it move, so
that's not true.
I didn't see if it moved or not.
The minus 6.5.
No, so if he hits the minus 6.5, he's going to hit the money line.
Yeah, so usually what it'll do is take the highest of the 2 odds. It won't
but it should have booted that other leg out. Like, if you hit the 6.5, you're going to hit the money line.
It out automatically. It would have been like, but
that just shows you don't play the parlay. That's all it was like. It was right up front.
Parlay is like Bryce Harper home run, Bryce Harper run scored, Bryce Harper RBI, Bryce Harper.
I got it.
4+ total.
And one more for tonight, and then I'm done for tonight. As far as
you already done for the night. We already heard.
I got one. I got one more. I had a 25
Kansas City money line.
free sweat bet tonight.
Yeah, that's a free sweat bet. Kansas City's gonna win. Yeah, put that down.
This is it. It's a plus 25-14 bet.
Oh please.
Yeah. It's a Kansas City money line. It's okay. This 4 of the things are the same. Chiefs money line under 52.5. Kansas City minus 6.5, and the Kansas City minus 2.5 in the first quarter. The difference is Pacheco scores the first touchdown, and he scores 2 touchdowns.
Oh my goodness! Why don't you just give them your money first?
This
And
show
I
is brought
did.
to you by
I'm giving them
Michelob
25, and they're
Ultra.
giving me 25 back. So
We
we can't-
Michelob Ultra infusion.
hey, that's
yeah,
fine.
we're not sponsored by them. So
No,
we
we're
can't
not
really-
sponsored by them at all, but I'm about to drink one because I'm waiting for you to get done.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah, just
mine, bro.
keep the label turned around.
This is indeed yours.
From like a month
Well,
and
it
a
was
half
yours.
ago.
You can have it back when I'm finished,
Well,
though.
beer doesn't go bad, not that fast.
Yeah,
You can have it back
we'll
when
turn-
we're
See if I
Green,
come
but I
back
think
over
that-
now. I have nothing to
I think
drink.
that one's already green. So
Tastes like horse piss and
Lime.
yeah,
Yeah.
not bad.
it is. It is.
Actually really
Jason
nice.
Waters has been our guy tonight. Judy for over 4.5 receptions hitting. Jason
Okay.
Waters wants to know.
Judy?
Anybody?
Oh,
Yes.
Jerry Judy. I was like, Judge Judy in this bitch?
Ooh, I
What's
don't
our thoughts
know.
on that, gentlemen?
With the wind?
I'll dive into it real quick. I mean, I didn't have anything like. I had all my stuff ready on Tuesday because I thought we were going live on Tuesday, but
Did it change?
I mean, I never bet it to begin with. I'm just going to look into it for him since he has it bet.
Let's see. I mean, Judy's hit it twice this year and he's missed it twice.
He's hit it twice and missed it twice.
Mm-hmm. And I
I
would
mean,
like
that-
to point out both. The one time he did hit it was when they lost by 50. So they were probably throwing quite a bit that game.
That's not like a great indicator,
No.
right? Because
Not
like
really.
the defense and all that changed.
Well, here, how about this? Their 2 closest games where they weren't decided by double digits, he had 3 receptions in both games. So if
I
you
mean-
think this one's going to get away from him, and it's windy,
I mean, that's
Okay,
what
Jerry-
Vegas was saying.
I think that's the problem, though. Isn't Jerry Judy a deep ball threat for them, or is he a bubble screen guy more? Which one?
I mean, he's averaging 12 yards a catch. So I'll let you
He's
decide.
basically a poor man's Keenan Allen.
You know what? I'm going to go bold here. Chiefs money line.
Okay, there you go. I like it. I like
I
it.
could see it.
Jerry Judy
He's already
going,
locked it in twice.
Jerry Judy going over. I don't know. I mean, it's Russ is like I said. We don't think he's going to get over 200 yards. Russ cannot throw the ball through the air when it's the wind's the way it is. His throw is impacted by the wind. Mahomes,
that
I don't
could-
get scared about his impact.
3.5 or 4.5.
4.5.
But the wind might help with that, though. If he's more of a short route catcher, they're not going to be throwing it deep a lot. So he may get more touches because of that.
I think obviously it could hit. My opinion on it is that the line is right. So I want to look for like insufficiencies in the line. I don't want to bet something that's close. I think that's close. I think there's a 50-50 chance it hits, 50-50 chance it doesn't. Greg Dulcich is back tonight, which is going to take some of that intermediate, lower level stuff away. Maybe they can get the Adam Troutman the fuck out of there because he's like dog shit, has been for years. But I would say, I mean, like, I don't hate it, but I think it was just, there was no deficiency in the market, so really no need to bet it. I think he was just betting it just to have some plays on the game, if that makes sense. Which I ain't mad at. If you're just playing it just to play it. Just is what it is. Whatever you like,
So I mean, consensus though, is it hitting or not? I mean, the over.
I think it's a coin flip. I think it's 3. He gets 3 or 4. I really think that's where it's at.
So I mean, if he gets
Well,
3 or 4, then that's not the over
Hold on,
4.5.
heads or tails?
He's asking for the over 4.5. So if we think 3 or 4, then no.
Oh, over 4.5?
Yes.
I thought it was 3.5. Heads or tails?
No, over. Tails.
Shit, I think I shot myself. It was heads. He's not hitting.
So Waters, no. The answer is take the under, or don't play it at all.
I thought you said 3.5.
No, he's got 4.5 in the chat.
I don't know why I kept making up 3.5. I didn't really even like 3.5.
Cortland Sutton has 3.5 is what his number is.
He's
I think in
bad.
February.
He's real
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Although I will say this. All right. So here's this out. If I were Denver and I consider myself to be an intelligent individual, I consider Denver not to be. I would be advertising the hell out of Judge Judy, Jury Judy, whatever his name is. I'd be feeding that dude. He'd have like 6 sketches tonight because I'd be looking to trade his ass tomorrow. That's what I would do. I'd pepper him with targets. I'd make Cortland Sutton look like he was just catching back shoulder jump balls in the end zone. And I would immediately pick up the phone and be like, hey, I got a guy that just scored 2 touchdowns.
Dude, Panthers would send a number 1 pick over this week for that.
How y'all going to do that? You ain't got one.
Well, 2 years.
For Judy?
For 2 years pick.
Or whoever. Shit. A number 1, I might trade you both of them for a 1 if I was.
Judy and Bryce never played together, did they?
No,
I don't think so.
no.
Waters is hoping for a trade scenario. That's his.
Yeah, if he gets traded to Kansas City mid-game, golden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even care that he doesn't know the plays. He's going to
Just run across the field. You'll be got. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. That whole everybody needs to be traded on that team offensively. Speaking.
I mean, I don't really like anything tonight, so I'm just interested to hear what other people got, so I can just root for other people. I just want everybody else to win the bag. I don't have any good feeling.
It is a tough game. These ones where it's like 10 plus point spreads, like it's and the weather factored in. Like I would think your unders are probably more likely for something like this.
That's really the only play is like Denver plus 14.5. Because I mean, like in a game where the total's already coming down a shit ton, like Michael was just saying, like just force Kansas City to have to really put it on them to take your bet down. Like I think Denver plus 14.5 is probably the play. What's the line on that? Like minus 180, minus 200. That's a lot of juice, but I just think it hits. I don't really care about juice, really. By the way, unless it's like a crazy number. I just want to win.
Well, and I mean, something to take into consideration too. Kansas City's defense has actually been quietly good this year,
And they're better at home.
Yeah, they only give up what is it, 16 a game?
It's minus 184. I was way off. I was up by $4.
Like their defense has been solid. I mean, you go back and look, they held a good Lions team to 21 week 1, even though they lost, but that Lions team has shredded everybody else.
Yes, that Lions team has.
I mean,
Waters, we're talking about your team right now. You are shredding everybody.
Another thing too is like, so when Kansas City was having difficulties scoring on Denver, that was with Vic Fangio, and believe me, I had my own channel last year, was going nuts on Vic Fangio. Dude, he's like drunk Josh McDaniels as a head coach, and I don't like Josh McDaniels as a head coach. I think he should be fired like tomorrow. But he can coach defense. So this might be a scenario where Vance Joseph, or whatever the dude's name is, the defensive coordinator for Denver, Kansas City might come out here. It might be like 31-20. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gave one of our viewers, like I said, Jody, who's shout out to him, who's made a good bit of money off of us, at least in the first 2 weeks, or for week 1, week 3.
I hit a ton of locks last week. A ton.
You did too, yeah. We did. We
9 out of 11, 10 out of 11.
Well, the ones you sent us on Sunday, they didn't get on the video, so.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about the ones I gave on the video were still good.
Yeah, the ones on the video were good as well.
I mean, I gave away a ton. Like I need to find a way to like get on our social.
We edited.
Like I gave away the NOLA play yesterday. That hit in like the second inning.
Yeah, we got to get this on the Twitter's account, or the X account, I should say, and get just get daily plays. Y'all need the credentials so y'all can get on there. I mean, I don't mind. Log in there and throw it on there, please. Or, throw it on something and I can share it. Would probably be the best way. But no. So anyway, going back, what was I even talking about, guys? We're live, and I lost track of thought when.
No, I like to see you struggle. What's the over-under on the amount of time it takes for him to remember what the hell he was talking about?
2.5. I just don't know where we were at with that conversation.
No, go ahead. I'm going to set a timer up.
No, do not do it.
I got 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
2 minutes and 3 seconds. Fuller, what were we talking about before
Don't help him. Don't you help him.
Oh, good. Oh, no, that's what it was. Figured it out. So,
dang.
Jody wanted to know if the he took the under on 47.5. I'm like, no, the under is no good. I mean, I know it's gone down, but it's definitely because it's gone down, the under is no bueno. I said that I see a 31-17 score tonight. So,
Yeah, I think if you could
That's
tease
like-
it up to like 52 or something like that, 52 and a half.
52.5, and that seems feasible to go under that. So,
I wouldn't mess with it. I would literally I'm gonna let the public bet it all the way down, and I'm hoping they get in like. I hope they get crazy with it. I hope they bet it down to like 44, because I'm gonna start heavily betting the over.
Hasn't moved much in the last hour. Still 47 and a half.
It just
Travis
takes one
Kelce.
big bet to move it.
Travis Kelce is officially active and healthy.
I mean, we already knew that though.
Is that a question?
It was on.
He got
one of
hurt
my
2 weeks ago and he
fantasy
played
sites.
last week. And then how many? Like ESPN's high. I don't know what they're doing this year. I got to do this on IR that I can't move to IR because they got him as questionable or whatever it is.
Who's that?
I can't remember. I got so many injured dudes.
It's not AR, is it?
That dude.
It's been happening like all year this year with ESPN. We probably need to get to the
So,
second game. We're gonna be here for 8 years.
Yeah, just to finish this up real quick, Waters chimed in and said that Russell Wilson is a 100.2 passer rating against the Chiefs, 9 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. I figure he'll double the interceptions by the end of the night. So
No, I mean I actually like Denver to cover that the 14.5.
It's 10 and a half now, though.
Right, but you
Yeah.
can get 14.5 at minus 180. That's not terrible. Put 360 on it, pull back 200. They got to have more than 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points and a field goal.
yeah,
Like I like that. I think they actually keep it. I don't see it being any more than an 11-point game, but since the line's 10.5 and like the money's coming in on it, I'm definitely going to go 11.5 plus because the hook's going to get you every time.
Let's just shoot to the Lions Buccaneers game since Waters is on here. Let's start that one first.
Is that one we're going to?
okay, yeah. I mean,
You got me jumping around?
yeah, we're gonna jump around a little bit. It's okay.
Curveball.
Lions and Buccaneers.
Get out your seat and jumping around.
We can do. We're live. We can do anything we want to. So Lions Buccaneers. We got a 3-point spread. Lions are favored on the road in Tampa Bay. The total is 42.5. These 3:30 games in October, or say 3:30, 4:30, excuse me, 4:25 games, tend to yield to some afternoon thunderstorms potentially. So in Tampa sometimes, so there can be a delay. Don't know the weather right now, but they just pop up anytime. So do we have any thoughts or feelings on this game, gentlemen?
Somebody's going to win, which is bold. They could tie. No, I'll be honest with you. I like what the Lions are doing this year. I mean, I think it is going to be a close game because the Bucs have played pretty solid to start the year. I'm not so sure that David Montgomery keeps his touchdown streak alive in this one. Tampa's been pretty solid against the run this year, but luckily they have a ton of wide receivers too. So I would take Lions money line. I don't necessarily like the -3, but I do think the Lions will win. But I could see like a 28-27 type game or something. 24-23, like.
Okay. Randy?
I'm going to be faster than Adam at his prom. No.
Okay. We can move on. I like Detroit in this game. I don't see a reason they wouldn't win this game. But you're right. Tampa's been hanging in there. I don't like the spread. Money line, Detroit sounds fine. And the over, definitely, I think it's in question. I think that could potentially, if you get down 40.5, lock it in.
I'm a little surprised it's at 42.5. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, the Lions have put points on the board all year.
Mm-hmm. Tampa Bay's put points on the board too when they've needed to. So they've been over 20 every game, I believe, right? Yeah, I might be wrong. I mean, that stat may not be accurate. Yeah.
That sounds about right. But heck,
They were over 20
Lions
against.
are averaging nearly 30.
Yeah, they were over 20 against Chicago. They're over 20 against Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean Tampa's averaging 21. So if you average those out, that's about 50 points.
Exactly.
And the over/under is 42.5. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I just can't. The only thing I'm gonna say about this game is it's gonna be cool because they're gonna bring back the creamsicle.
They're gonna wear the uniforms. Okay,
It's
awesome.
this Sunday, yeah.
That will be sweet.
that's actually where they're getting the -3 from.
Probably.
We're gonna move back down to the Sunday morning game over in London. Ravens at the Titans. That is a +4 for the Titans. Technically at home, but not really. And the total is 41.5. Randy, you have any thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I gave this same play out last week and it smashed. I went really heavy on this dude last week and he came through. I'm gonna go back, get a little bit off the board. Go back to the well a little bit. There's no lines up yet, but I want the over on Ryan Tannehill pass attempts. Listen, I know these coaches, they're a bit old school. They believe in their running schemes, and I get that. But in order for Tennessee to have a chance to win this game, they're going to have to go to the air a little bit. And Tannehill's going to have to make some plays through the air for Tennessee to even have a chance. Like I said, I know both these coaches want to run the ball, but if I know these coaches want to run the ball, then each one of these coaches know the other coach wants to run the ball. And I'm going to take the over on any number up to 29.5 pass attempts for Tannehill. So basically, if Tannehill's pass attempts drop at 25.5, I want the over. If they drop at 26.5, I want the over, all the way up to until it drops at 29.5. If it's 29.5, just leave it alone. If it's 30.5, just move on to the next something else. Move on to the next bet.
Michael, what do you have?
I'm gonna take Titans +4. The Baltimore has not played up to the standard that I think they should play, and they have royally caught me a couple times this year thinking that they should win or should cover, and they just won't do it. So I'm gonna go Titans cover at +4.
Got his ass.
Well, like last week, I thought it was easy. Just do money line. Surely they'd beat a Steelers team that can't pass their way out of a paper bag. Little did I know Pickett was going to call an audible and actually call them into a good play and score a touchdown to George Pickens down the side.
I mean, if you ever get an AFC North game that has a spread more than 3.5, just take whatever the +3.5 team is. They're going to cover 99% of the time.
Yeah. I mean, I took the money line thinking that was the safe bet. But I also didn't anticipate the Ravens receivers dropping 22 passes. So
yeah, they dropped 3 easy touchdowns.
Yeah,
Doing my best Matt Canada impersonation right now after that play.
Dude, he looks so mad. He's just like, wow, I can't believe he changed my play. I would have gotten at least 3 yards on that run.
Fire Canada.
So much pride for a man who can't even call a game right. I mean, come on now.
Did you see the Pens game last night where they were in Fire Canada?
Yeah. Yes.
Dude's catching strays in a game that they're in first place and they're just calling for him to get canned.
Mm-hmm. Rightfully so. I mean,
which you can get the Bengals
for
+520 right now to win the division. I don't think that's bad at all.
It's funny too because after that, somebody was in the press conference with what's his name for Minnesota, Mike McDaniel, or not Minnesota, but Miami, Mike McDaniel, and
there's a trade.
They asked him about a play, the touchdown that Tyreek scored last week, and he's like, he's like, Tua, he audibled at himself. He called his own play on that one, and then they was an exchange, and he's like, no, I don't get upset. If Tua wants to call every play in the game, that's fine with me. My pride's not hurt by that as long as we're winning games. He's like normally Tua wants to call the play Mike McDaniel notes or something like that, but sometimes he'll do his own thing and
you know what they call that?
Figure it out. What's that?
A good leader.
It's true. Absolutely.
He trusts people because he puts them in a good place, and he trusts them when they get there.
Well, are we ready to move on to the next game?
That's good.
Let's do it. Moving on to 1:00 games on Sunday. The red hot and undefeated 49ers versus the Cleveland Browns. They're at Cleveland. 9.5 point favorites are 49ers on the road. Total is okay. Am I reading that right? The total is 35 and a half is what I got over here. Yeah. So, Michael, go ahead and chime in. And
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from any of the over-under because it seems too good to be true. Even with San Fran's minus 9.5. But I think part of the problem is the Browns are projecting to start PJ Walker at quarterback because Deshaun Watson just does not want to play. Man, this is tough. Cleveland's played pretty tight all year at home. If I recall, I think both their wins are at home. They're 2-2 on the season. 9.5 is a lot. You just at some point you'd think the 49ers would at least stumble. I don't think they're going to lose, but 9.5 at the Browns, and it looks like it's going to be rainy. Might be just enough to keep the Browns close. I don't know if I'd really take anything in this game. The lines just seem like it's kind of a setup. I mean, 9.5 for San Fran, and then an over/under of 35.5. So what would that score be? Like 26-9 or something like that?
All I heard was 69.
Yeah. I'd stay out of the game. I might tease like San Fran down to like 5.5 or something like that, minus 5.5, and play that. I don't have enough faith in the Browns to keep it close if I really needed it to with money on them. So I'd tease it down to like 49ers 5.5.
Randy, what do you have?
All right, this one's going to be a little bit scary, but stay with me on this one. I know George Kittle just came out on Sunday night and literally single-handedly beat Dallas by himself on the scoreboard. But I'm going to look at the under on George Kittle receptions for Sunday versus Cleveland that allows the second fewest receptions per game to opposing tight ends on the season and the fewest targets per game to tight ends. If this number drops at 3.5 receptions for Kittle, I'm going to love that and bet the house on it. I think Kittle sees probably 3 targets, and I think he probably catches 2 passes. So give me the under on any prop less than 3.5. If it comes out at 4.5, 5.5, allow it. Like I'm anything higher than 3.5, I'm gonna bet the house.
Okay.
I even think you can probably bet the under on 2.5. As scary as that is, I really think you might be able to bet the under on 2.5.
I personally, I don't mind the 9.5 spread in this game.
It's the
But
rain that scares me.
yeah, but I mean, it scares me more for the Browns that they can't score a single point. So that 35.5 looks a little like in play, but not from the 49ers standpoint. I mean, the 49ers are probably going to put 17 points. It could be 17-3, 17-0. I mean, easily. That defense can score a touchdown. They don't need the offense to score a touchdown.
The Browns are just Jekyll and Hyde, man. They've got a 24-3 win, 27-3 win, a 28-3 loss.
I think the Browns are on their third string quarterback too.
Yeah, PJ Walker, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
We ready to move on?
Yeah.
As soon as he said PJ Walker, I was done.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we done with that.
Whatever the question is, the answer is no.
That's
The answer is always no. Mitch, where's your boy?
Third best quarterback we've had in the last 6 years or something like that.
Moving on. Let's see here. We got the Commanders at the Falcons.
Stupid team name.
Falcons, 2.5-point favorites at home. Total 42.5. Randy, anything on this game?
Sorry, I was making a bet for Thursday night.
No, you're good. You're good.
You said Commander in Atlanta?
Falcons, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, this might sound a little bit familiar to you guys, but I'm going to take the under on a tight end receptions. I know Kyle Pitts came out and looked like he might be a serviceable tight end in the NFL last week and played well against Houston, but I think he comes back down to earth against Washington. Commanders allow the 4th fewest receptions to opposing tight ends, and I'll take the under on anything under 2.5 on Kyle Pitts. I have him for exactly 2 receptions on Sunday. My guess is his line drops at 3.5, which I'm going to love again on 3.5. I will take the under all day, every day. This Falcons coach just, I don't know what it is about Kyle Pitts that he hates, but I don't know if he banged his daughter, if he banged his mother.
That's
He
what Ben
banged
comes
somebody.
in on.
And welcome, Ben.
So,
Yeah.
That was out of context.
Yes.
oh, Ben heard that? I've been meaning to apologize to you about that, buddy.
No, yeah. No, you're good.
I tripped, she fell, or something like that.
Okay, are we Randy?
I want
you sure?
the under on Kyle Pitts receptions. So long as it's not 1.5 or something just off the wall, just give me the under on it. He sucks.
Michael, what do you have on this game?
I actually like a Bijan touchdown in this one. I think he's really starting to get kind of a feel. I know he didn't have like a ton of like per yards against the Texans, but they really feel like they're going to use him a lot.
That was one of my logs last week. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
So I like Bijan to get a touchdown in this one and Atlanta money line. Atlanta likes to play some close games.
Can I throw out a play real quick? Just out of the blue. That has nothing to do with anything.
Mhm.
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
If you have $25 in a DraftKings account, you can go put $25 on Jerick McKinnon 2 touchdowns with all the wind and the rain and everything else. I think they're going to get him involved tonight. It's plus 2,500, which you can boost it up to plus 3,750. $25 wins you $1,000. That's what I just did.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good deal. I like it. It's a good play for anybody out there if you want to.
Thank you. Did you want to run your parlays by Ben to see what he thought about them?
Yeah, I can actually. We can. Are we going to finish this Atlanta game?
Nah,
first?
we're good. We can
No,
keep it
well,
rolling.
We want to hear it
Ben,
again.
Well,
We can keep it rolling. Ben, you don't want them.
his sneaky good Falcons.
My sneaky good Falcons are going to be sneaky bad again and lose to the Texans. That's what I'm saying. So
Okay.
Makes me
that's
feel
good.
better about mine because Ben went the other way.
That was last week, though, wasn't it?
that was last week, but it's also this week. So
It's also this week. Just
Houston's
rinse
playing
and repeat.
Atlanta again this week?
yeah,
same thing, basically, right?
yeah, pretty much.
So confused right now.
I got some parlays for tonight.
Okay, what'd you get?
You can just skip them, buddy.
No, I want to hear him again.
You want to hear him again?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter for him though. He can't plug these in Georgia. So
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to. But
yes.
About to plug them in.
I probably
For
not
anybody-
even
unplug 'em.
going to. Yeah.
For anybody who's listening again,
Please
about
don't.
this game, no,
yeah.
no.
Now's a good time to mute your
Consensus. Who
TV.
wants to hear this parlay?
no one.
No.
Nobody. Okay, I'm not logging in.
It starts with the Chiefs money line, both of them. So that's when I know. it's
Okay. Yes, I will give Ben this though because he has to be in Georgia. And he has a site that he can play on, a parlay play for the game tonight. For anybody else who has to do that in Georgia who can't play on FanDuel or DraftKings, I
This
have
is why I
Travis
was going
Kelce.
to hire a host off of like Angie's list.
I have Travis Kelce. His longest reception being over 20.5 yards tonight.
Whew.
No chance.
I have-
You got a
I have-
injury.
Yeah.
I have Russell Wilson passing for more than 33.5 attempts tonight.
It's 30-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah, he's going to have to throw the ball, though, still, because they're going to be down like forever in the beginning of the game. Jarrett McKinnon to have more than 2 receptions. I think Randy can get on that. So
I mean, now that I got 25 for a K on there.
Isaiah Pacheco for more than 15 fantasy points, because I'm all about Isaiah Pacheco scoring a touchdown tonight, as y'all know.
He might not get to 15 if he scores the touchdown.
That's 90 yards in a touchdown.
Yeah.
Riley Dixon,
Who?
What?
the punter. Yes, we're on punters in here. For more than 5 punts for Denver.
Shit, I don't even want to view this channel anymore. How do you get out? How do I get out of
I'm
here?
about to say,
You can
yeah.
bet on punters.
And
Hold on, y'all.
Josie Jewell for 7.5 tackles.
Stop talking. Who are these people?
Yeah,
Who is Josie? That sounds like a damn outlaw from 1843.
I know. Yeah.
He's
Wait,
in top linebacker for Denver.
Josie Jewell and the boys about to knock up the stagecoach. Man, get that.
yeah.
Let's next game.
Next
You want-
game.
Wait. Do you want
Wait.
to hear my parlay for that game?
I don't know if I
Yes,
can
yes.
hear another parlay right now.
I have Russell Wilson under 248.5 pass. and
Oh, he
rush
saw the
yards.
FanDuel prop. He said, "You're not getting me."
Yeah. Yeah.
I got Patrick Mahomes over 0.5 interceptions. I have Butker for over 1.5 field goals. I
And
have
30-mile-an-hour
Williams-
wind?
Yeah. That's the only one that might be a little. I got Williams for under 36.5 rushing yards.
William Wallace?
Oh, what?
The Patriot?
Yes.
Yes, all the Patriots I have for the under. Yeah.
Braveheart? My bad. Not Patriot.
And-
One of the
and
Mel
I-
Gibson movies.
And then I got Johnson for under 1.5 receptions.
I got a Johnson under 1.5. That's a lot. You can
I
lock
got
that in
for,
right
I
now.
got I got for under 1.5. So I mean,
I bet under 1.5. And I was extremely under 1.5 when he said Josie Jewell and Josie Wells and whoever the other outlaws that was robbing that stagecoach.
Yeah. Riley Dixon.
Some dicks. This is going completely off the rails.
We are going to move along in this live stream. There'll be I will not be editing this video once it's finished.
Well, it's gonna be tough because it's live.
Play on forever.
Yeah.
I do have the capability of it though, because I am also recording the live stream on the channel, but so I can if I'd like to. At least I can. Any receipts I can actually come back to and take
I thought
out.
he was doing lean with it, rock with it.
Receipts.
Yeah.
You want to lose the receipt on that parlay.
Do I want to lose a receipt?
You don't want
Do
anybody
I?
to show you that receipt later.
Do I?
You remember the receipt on Randy I had for that Cleveland Bengals game?
Yeah, go ahead and look up them receipts from last week.
Yeah.
Look at all them receipts. And somebody said I was smoking something when I almost bet the exact perfect total in the Dallas San Francisco game. My bad. I was short 7 points.
You're right. I did owe you that one.
You went heavy on that San Fran game.
I thought you were only off by a point.
Huh?
I thought you were only off by a point.
No, it was about a touchdown. I said 34-10. It was 42-10.
Oh, yeah.
But I did
Carolina.
I bet plus 21.5
Oh,
in San Francisco.
Carolina
Oh,
and
16-50.
Miami. Fuller.
Hold on, you about to pull all these clips. You ain't gonna let me get my damn flowers whenever it's time to get my flowers.
Dude, I told you were amazing last week with that game.
Plus
You said take it
1650.
everywhere. Yeah.
Plus 1650 on plus 21.5 San Francisco.
Oof.
Dang,
Wow.
that's pretty
Got
good.
him.
Got him.
All right, I'm
All
through.
right. So are we passing, Fuller? Are we passing on this game?
No, we can talk about it. I mean,
Well, you're first. It's your team.
Yeah,
I
your
mean,
team.
how many times do you guys have to beat me down tonight? I got to hear about the Braves here and probably
Hey, it's okay. I'm next. Vikings are the next on the deck, so
next for what?
the next
Hell.
game we have to talk about after this game. So let's just go.
You knew this was coming.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't know this was coming for us. I thought we'd at least have a game, but I thought we'd beat y'all.
Who's coming for us?
I don't know, but what's the line? Minus 13.5 Miami.
Minus 13.5 Miami at home. The total is 47.5.
Oof. If Tua doesn't play, Tyreek doesn't play, Waddle doesn't play, we might cover the spread.
I don't think A-Chain is going to play.
He is not
No,
going
he's
to
not.
play.
Yeah,
Of course he's not because he's on my roster, but he's out for like 5 weeks or something like that now.
He's on Ben's roster as well. In one
Yeah.
Yeah,
league.
he's on my roster too. Yeah, but I got Mostert too. So
Okay.
Well, that must be nice. Man, I thought we were going to play the Lions a little closer last week. I thought, maybe that was the game we finally put in like a wholehearted effort. But I'm convinced at this point that this team just can't do that.
That was a wholehearted effort that you guys are.
Yeah, I don't think we could. No, I think we would, but I don't think we can. I don't see how Miami doesn't just wipe the field with us. This might be minus 20 they should probably feel good about. Hell, Miami threw a pick 6 last week and still easily covered.
Yeah.
I'm going Miami to cover at 13.5. I'm not sure the Panthers can score 14. And I know we'll give up 30. We don't have any corners. Both corners are out. Safety's out. Brian Burns might be traded. Who knows? Linebackers out. Miami covers. That's what I'm gonna go ahead and just lock it. Miami will lock. as bad as that hurts me as a Panther fan, but they can't hurt me anymore.
Ben, what do you have on this game? By the way, just to let you know, if you take the money line from Miami, it's minus 1,000.
Yeah.
Don't if you bet that.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah.
If you bet that you're already rich and you're just doing it for insurance purposes and tax purposes only. So
Exactly. No, I mean, this isn't going to be much of a game. We all know that. I'll take Miami covering. I mean, also, while you're at it, you might as well take Mostert, Hill, and Waddle for anytime touchdown. I mean, it's just going to be Miami up and down the field pretty much.
I think 2 out of 3 of them hit it for sure. I mean, I bet easily get all 3.
Yeah.
I think Waddle's a little trickier. I don't feel like he's very touchdown.
Yeah, it just really depends. I mean, he might get a long touchdown score, but
I think you pick one of them, Tyreek or Mostert, and go multiple touchdowns with them, and that's just leave it like that.
The good thing about that play is Miami don't give a fuck about your feelings until it comes to breaking records. Then they'll slow up. They're gonna put 70, and then they'll start to care again.
They're not scoring 70 again, or 60, or 50. Remember, we already talked about this.
Let's see if you say that.
Careful with the 50 thing. The 51 doesn't look entirely out of the question.
I said if it was going to happen, it was going to happen last week, and it didn't. So was that Giants? Yeah. So I'm
down
Giants again this week.
3. We're down 3 out of our 4 starters in the secondary. Most likely, I think there's a possibility that I can't remember his name right now, but
hey, here's an interesting one that I just now saw on DraftKings. Chase Claypool to score anytime touchdown plus 500.
No,
don't think it'll happen.
He's been there like 4 days.
I thought I was the one drinking.
I mean, I'm just saying.
It's a free country. You can say it. That don't mean we have to agree with it.
I don't think the odds are good enough on that to even have to. Yeah. No, they're going to make them tied in too, is what I heard.
Yeah,
that's going to take some time to put on that kind of weight.
But I mean, hear me out. What if they get down to red zone, put him in, just toss it up there too? How many catches?
He's not that tall.
Ben, just send me the money for your
bet. Not that good.
I got you.
Good, not being that better. Yeah. Anything else on this, Ben?
No, I got nothing.
I want to pass it to Randy. Randy, what do you have on this game?
I'm gonna pass back. No, I'm just kidding. So I had this whole thing written up about Devin Achane, and then come to find out he did. I'm gonna go switch it up. I'm gonna go Raheem Mostert. If you get it right now, his overall rushing yards on DK is 69.5. Nice little number. Carolina allows the 6th most yards per rush on the road at over 5 yards per carry. And Mostert's fast. They're favored by almost 2 touchdowns. I feel like by the end of this game, it probably won't even be Mostert running the ball by the end of the third quarter, but I think he's already got that 69 or 70 yards by the end of, I'll say midway through the third, he'll have 70 yards.
Seems fair.
Panthers are giving up 141 a game.
Yep. I feel like Salvid Ahmed is going to be the guy running the ball at the end of the game or something like that. Like it's going to be somebody weird in the fourth quarter for my.
I do like Jason's impromptu Thielen catches. 6 should be a lock every week. I agree with that. I mean, we're just going to keep throwing it at Thielen. He may only be 3 yards at a time.
I'm about to say if he runs those short routes, then.
I think the only thing you have to worry about is the trade. The only thing you have to worry about is the trade. If somebody gets traded midweek and for some reason plays, it might cause issues.
Yeah.
To us?
Shall we move on?
Yep.
Okay. I don't want to. We should bypass this game too, but we're going to talk about it. Vikings at Bears. Yep. Bears are +3. They should be -3. They're at home, and the total is 43.5. Ben, any thoughts on this game?
Bears by 50.
I'm going with the Bears. I'm going with the Bears to cover. I mean, they've looked good past 2 weeks, offense, anyways. But I still don't believe in them. But I believe they can beat the Vikings. I mean, Vikings don't have Justin Jefferson. They've just been struggling all year. No defense really to speak of. Like I said, Bears seem to be trying to turn the corner. I don't know if they, will. But like I said, it will be the Vikings. I'm looking right here to see if there's any props that look any good. Let's see.
DJ Moore catches probably. I mean,
let's see.
I don't know. I don't like
Yeah.
that catches with the Bears because DJ could have 100 yards on 2 catches. I mean,
Yeah, let's see.
I think it's dangerous just because they're still not. I guess
Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. Yeah, really. That's really worth anything on props. So if you're going to bet on this game, I'll just take the Bears.
the Bears.
The Bears.
Randy,
So
what you got on this game? What you got on this game?
listen, if you know what either of these teams truly are, if somebody could please let me know, because these two squads, I mean, this game reminds me of like if you were to hook up with your toxic ex-girlfriend's best friend when you were with your ex, and then when you were hooking up with her, she looked like she had her shit together because your ex was kind of crazy. But then the minute you split with your ex, you realize old girl was so close to your ex because she was just damn crazy too. I feel like these two teams deserve each other. I feel like they should just ride off into like purgatory together. It's a pretty shitty game. If you put money on this, like you probably want to talk to somebody.
Michael, what you got?
I like Bears +3. Sorry, Pinky, but it's
I
nothing
talked about
personal. I didn't even pick my own team, so. I like Bears +3 here. I mean, no JJ. I mean, do we even know if Kirk can throw to other people without JJ out there to take some pressure off? Like, Kirk looks good. Don't get me wrong, minus a few untimely interceptions, but I mean, Bears at home playing a little better. Vikings defense isn't really that good. If they can keep putting it together, I think Bears +3. That's what I'm taking all day. Probably lock it too.
Bears money line. That's all I got.
Did you just do a gold dust thing?
Oh,
See,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you just did
I'm
a
not
gold
falling
dust.
for the money line anymore because every time I do money line, they get a field goal kicked with like no time left and lose by 1. And if I'd have just taken the spread like I'm doing right now, I will not be wrong.
Exactly.
Oh, you be spreading them all right.
I got Bears money line. I have no faith. I have no faith.
But
My
since
teams
we-
are dead. My teams are dead. I picked Carolina, North Carolina money line. I think I actually picked them to cover
what
the
a
spread.
bold, what a bold bet there.
So
Picked them to cover the spread
Kansas City
actually.
money line.
What
Yeah.
is the spread right now for you to be picking North Carolina money line?
Well, the spread's 3.5. I think I took the spread actually.
That's it?
Minus 3.5. Yeah. That's all they're favored. They should be favored by more. They're at home. I don't know why they're not favored by more.
You got to think that Miami comes out and like tries to run the ball up the middle and establish the run in the fourth quarter when they're up.
Oh, they're not going to be up in the fourth quarter establish a run, but they still will establish a run down by 10 probably.
Establish it when all you had to do was take a knee.
Yeah.
Mhm. So we
They established.
I mean, that game too, all they had to do was play defense. And
Why
still
did Big
would've
go
won.
full T-Pain right there?
he did.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Here we
called
are. Week 1 all over again.
Establishing the loss is what it's called. You establish it. You take it out there. You drop it down. You don't play any defense. Boom. Established.
Been talking about that.
Established.
Hey, big girl.
It's okay. My pain will come in probably like 3 hours from now.
It's kind of upsetting to know as well. We hired a coach that did this before in Oregon and didn't nail the ball and turned it over and ran. So that he doesn't know how to. He don't have a victory formation in his playbook.
He looks like he's very familiar with Oregon because he sucks. And Oregon.
Yeah.
Huh?
Is he?
Next.
Yeah. Next game, Colts Jaguars, battle of the AFC South.
Battle of a coin
That
flip.
was something.
I mean,
Well, yeah. Jaguars are at home, -4.5. Total is 44.5. Gardner Minshew is the starting quarterback for the Colts for the foreseeable future, with Anthony Richardson out with an AC joint issue. Randy, what you got? What you got in this game? Anything?
This is another one in the game, man. Look, there was a lot of stuff I liked on Tuesday night, but there's a lot of stuff that got ruled out since then. I don't like anything from this game. I mean, it's just bad. It's real bad. It's another game I'm just crossing off the list. Neither one of these teams are that good, in my opinion. Jacksonville's probably a fringe playoff team. They're probably going to get waxed in the first couple of rounds of the playoffs. Indy's, I mean, Gardner's a gamer, but, like, they ain't going nowhere with Gardner at quarterback. This game over. They should trade Pittman immediately.
Michael, what do you have?
Hear me out. They've
No.
already played one game this year against each other, and the Colts won, which should mean, based off the way these teams normally play, the Jaguars should win this game. I don't like the spread, but I like the Jaguars to win based off that information. I actually think Colts are probably a little better off with Gardner right now. Not to say Richardson won't be better than Gardner eventually, but I still like the Jags to win. Coming off their home road trip to London and feeling good about it. I'll take Jaguars win, but I do just money line. I don't like the spread.
Ben, what do you have?
Yeah, I don't really like this game either. I don't even like any props. Really nothing from it. I think Jacksonville will win. I don't think they will cover. You know, I don't know. I really have nothing good to say about it.
You don't have Anthony Richardson at quarterback to get an anytime touchdown, do you? So you're kind of lost to this game.
Yeah, just kind of lost. I have nothing. Don't have Richardson there. I mean, there's ETN, who'll probably find the end zone, but it's not really, don't think worth making a bet on.
Y'all ready to move on?
For sure.
For sure. Well, for sure, we're about to move on to this game, which is not one of the best games on the list.
Have we come to a good game yet? I mean,
Oh, well, I don't. Technically, no.
Yeah.
I have not. Saints at Texans. Like I said, not a good game at all. The Saints are 1.5 point favorites on the road. Total was 42.5. Michael, any thoughts?
Man, this is an even game. Probably going to lean towards Texans plus. Probably tease it up to like plus 3.5. I mean, these teams are pretty even. I mean, they really are. I mean, Saints have a pretty good defense, but their offense has been holding them back. Texans are just kind of I don't know, they're kind of a well-rounded team. They're not necessarily great at anything, but they haven't really cost themselves dearly with some of these games. So I'm going to take Texans, tease it up to plus 3.5.
Ben, what do you have?
Let's see. I pick the Texans to beat the Falcons again.
Okay. Didn't work well the first time. Whoa.
Yeah. So, I'll go with Houston on this one. And I'll take money line. This that's another hard matchup pick. I'll take what I think there's a prop for Nico Collins receptions, probably more than 4.5. I'll take that.
You would probably tease it up 6.5, wouldn't you?
No, I won't go that far.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
thought maybe I can't get a lock in on that. Can I get a lock in on 4.5?
Oh, 4.5? Yeah, you can get lock in on 4.5. Yeah.
Randy, what do you have, sir?
I learned your lesson on letting him goat you into locks.
I'm going to go or whatever the hell it is you keep doing right before you give a, a play on it. I've played this play for the last 87, 11 weeks, and it's hit every one of them. I'm going to roll right back to it. Keep it kind of short and sweet. Alvin Kamara, he plays for the Saints. Saints are playing against Houston. Houston sucks against people on the ground. Kamara's averaged 24 and a half carries or 24 and a half touches per game since he came off suspension in week 4. Anytime touchdown, Kamara, you can put the lock on it.
Lock it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Ben, I do appreciate you having your phone or whatever, your camera mirrored to the right directionals, so you're not backwards anymore.
Exactly.
With that being said, we will move on to a. What about this game? This game looks fun. Seattle at Cincinnati. The Bengals are 2.5-point favorites at home, and the total is 44.5. Randy, what do you have?
Oh. I'm gonna say Joe Cool is officially 69% back to full health. I actually saw him plant off his plant foot for the first time all year in this last game. And I'm going to like the over on Joe Burrow completions. If his number drops at 25.5, 26.5, 27.5, give me the over on anything up to 28.5. If it's 28.5, stay away from it. This should be a really good game, maybe game of the week. Cincinnati needs a win to get back to 500. Also, I'm going to throw this one out there just a little bit. Joe Burrow MVP odds right now are 50-1. So just saying, they could win this division. He could sneak right back into that MVP conversation. 50-1 is a little bit ridiculous. Just saying. Just saying.
Michael, what do you got?
I like Seattle to cover. Seattle's had 2 weeks to prep for this game. To cover, I said to cover. I don't know. I mean, they got 2 weeks to prepare for this game. You have to think they come out.
I'm betting the Phillies right now.
A few different things. That's okay. So I did too, so I could jinx them.
Okay.
No, it works sometimes.
Yes, it does.
It does.
60%
Yeah, I like the Seahawks. I
every
don't know if that's necessarily win. Yeah. I'm wearing the same jersey I was wearing in game 2 when we came back and won.
You should probably change clothes.
You were also there though.
I know. I should have went to Philly. This is my fault.
Yeah.
You should probably shower.
Yeah. Ben, what do you have?
I'm going to take Seattle money line. I'm going to take them to win. I think Seattle just has the better overall team than Cincinnati does right now. I mean, Jamar Chase is coming on, and Burrow is too, but Seattle just looks more well-rounded. So, yeah, take Seattle money line.
I'm okay with this game as far as not touching it, so we will move on, unless y'all don't have anything else.
I'll allow them to play this game this week, but
I will allow this game to happen and nothing more. The Patriots at the Raiders, Josh McDaniel Bowl. Raiders are 2.5-point favorites. It's also a Jimmy G Bowl. And the total is 41.5. Michael, would you like to start us off with this game?
I like the under here. These two teams, I'm not sure they can score on air at this point.
The Raiders scored on Green Bay.
What was it, like 17-10 or something like that, though? I mean, that's,
it wasn't a lot at all.
I mean, let's not act like they
What you
scored.
said.
Green Bay just didn't. Which is part of my point here is why I like the under. I mean, I think it's 41.5 right now. I still like it. I mean, there ain't no way both these teams are getting 20. I mean, the Patriots are god awful. This is like a 10-7, 14-10 type game to me. So I love the under on this one. That's where I stand.
Ben?
Yeah, I'm kind of a Fuller on this one. I mean, neither team seems very good offensively. The under, I think, right now is 41. over under. So I'll take under 41. Patriots look awful. Mac Jones.
Who?
He's Mac Jones. Mac.
Jones.
That's probably what Patriots fans are saying too. Who?
I know. Yeah. Who? What? Yeah. He's just not their quarterback. It's kind of like Desmond Ritter in Atlanta. I don't think he's answered a quarterback either. Vegas has Jimmy G, but we all know he's not known for throwing it down the field. So you can pretty much take out Devontae Adams. So yeah, I got the under on this game.
Randy, what do you have?
I got a lock for you guys. If you are betting this game, you might want to write this number down. It's 1-800-662-4357. That is the number you're going to want to call, and you need to explain to them that you have a gambling problem. And they're going to help you out. And you need to lock that in right now before they change it. So good luck.
Oh, we have anything else on this game?
Hear me out. The Raiders have not broken 20 points all year.
1-800.
Really?
The Patriots have not broken 20 points all year. To put it lightly, the Patriots have scored 3 points in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if that's not enough evidence for the under here, I don't know what is. Even if both teams were to hit their season high at the same time, it'd be 40 points.
So what you're saying is, take the over on punts. When
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. They probably just keep throwing it back and forth to each other, drop the ball a little bit.
That sounds like it almost sounds like a trap.
Arna, that sounds terrible.
It
Terrible.
almost sounds like a trap.
It's terrible.
Terrible.
We'll move on. There's a game that was the first game of the afternoon window, by the way.
Oh, that was a game?
Yeah, well, it might be a game. It might not be a game we're watching much of, though. This next game could be slightly entertaining. It is the Cardinals at the Rams. Rams are 7-point favorites, and the total is 48.5. No James Conner for the Cardinals. Ben, your Rams, what do we see with this game? Cooper Kupp came back last week, and they looked like they wanted to give him the ball every time they had a chance. And then they forgot that Nuka was still around, and they gave it to him too. And then Tutu got his, and then I think there's like three. It's a three-headed monster, and they all do the same thing. Except
What was that N word you called that receiver?
Nuka.
Boy.
Should I just call him Puka?
Puka. Let's call him Puka.
Canceled day one.
It's Puka.
Yeah, Puka.
Yeah.
It's been an honor, guys.
Yeah. No,
We'll see y'all later.
Yeah.
Well, actually, 3 out of 4 of us are fine. We just got to
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I gotta have a 5-second delay button over here or something. I don't know.
I don't think
Anyways,
your
I'll
leg
try
button's gonna
to.
help you.
I'll try to get you out of this hole you're creating for yourself.
Thanks.
Welcome. I'm gonna go with the Rams. -7. They look good. I think they just need a week to figure everybody out. Where they're go use Cup and Tutu and Puka. How they're going to mesh together. I can see, and they were playing the Eagles last week, so that's not the best time to figure anything out. But going against Arizona, yeah, I got -7. I'll take that. Then they should win. So
Randy's
well,
ready to
I'm about
jump.
to say, what's Randy doing down here?
Randy's marinating something. He's ready to jump right in.
Yep.
Let's get it. What is it, Randy?
Somebody took a picture of Taylor Swift and put a level on her ass, and the level's just right in the middle. The bubble's in the middle. She ain't got no ass.
We almost went a whole video without her.
I just saw it. I saw the meme.
Yeah. it's all good. What you got on this game?
This one's gonna be kind of goofy, but DK started doing this, and I really like taking advantage of this. You can bet fantasy points on DK now, over unders on fantasy points. And if Stafford's line drops, I think it's going to drop like 17.5, 18. Take the over. I think Stafford gets 20 fantasy points in this spot. Arizona has allowed the 5th most fantasy points, and every fantasy QB going against them has scored at least 20. And they've given up 21 per game. So, yeah, if it's 17.5, 18.5, I think you're fine with Stafford. I think he probably has 275 and 2 would be my guess.
275 and 2. That sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Michael, what do you have?
I like the Cards to cover.
This dude.
+7.
Hey,
Every
To
time.
cover. I mean, it's a division game. I mean, usually division teams play each other pretty tough. I mean, the Cards have been in about every game they've played. I mean, other than with the San Fran game, but who has been in the San Fran game yet? I mean, so yeah, I like the Cards to cover. I think Rams win. I mean, it's at home, but they've just been a solid team. Surprisingly, the best 1-4 team in the league. I'm not locking it. No, I don't feel that.
you're not gonna lock it.
No, I don't.
Randy-
Don't start trying to rope me into locks and stuff. I don't.
Randy, you were discussing earlier tonight before we came on air about Hollywood being possibly traded,
Yes.
shopping around
Yes. To Dallas.
To Dallas. I mean, we really don't care.
I would
Is
like
that
to
his-
stipulate if he gets traded, I do not like the cover anymore.
CeeDee Lamb just changed his background photo on Twitter to him in Hollywood at Oklahoma.
Okay, I mean, that's doesn't really affect Dallas all that much. They are.
It does when CeeDee Lamb plays for Dallas.
We'll get to them momentarily, but I don't think this trade would even. I don't think this trade does anything for them, but it does affect Arizona, and they become less of a threat as if they weren't a threat already.
No,
And
actually, I
without-
changed my pick. I'm Rams to cover.
it's like I got to back out of this now before we get to
Hollywood conveniently missed practice with an illness.
Okay. Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not going anywhere. Good.
Back to Rams cover. Let's go.
Yep.
So Arizona with a lack of weapons on the field now. I don't think they cover at all. I think this game is, and they played within a 10 to 14 point window at all times after the Rams get up on them. Rams offenses looked sharp all year, I have to say.
You know what I gotta say?
What's that?
Can I get like an over/under number on the amount of times that Troy Aikman says the same shit twice? The running back, like he can't say shit without saying that word twice. I just want a number.
I mean, can we be? I mean, from a man who has concussions, and has
Think you
had
start doing
concussions,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
But you know, for a man who's had multiple concussions as yourself,
Mhm.
I diagnosed and undiagnosed. I've had two. One was diagnosed, one was not. Troy Aikman, remember, Troy Aikman had 7 concussions diagnosed. That's why he had to retire.
I mean,
So
I
if you have
probably
80
had a good 7. I mean, that's rookie numbers. You got to get those up. I probably had a good 10.
I'm saying diagnosed. You would, yeah, same to you. You've had 10 or 15. He's
But
got
I don't
10 or
go
15 at least.
the butter. Like I don't like.
Well, he's also 20 years older than us, so you know you got to remember that too. So we don't know. So we don't know what to say.
Yeah,
We
if
know
we
what
can
to
just get somebody else.
I
Can we get the
mean,
white Jay-Z up out of here?
It is kind of weird that the two of the best analysts on football, I mean, best as in they're on the lead broadcast, are Troy Aikman, Dallas Cowboy quarterback, and Tony Romo, Dallas Cowboy quarterback.
Best? You think Troyman's the best?
No, I'm saying by
What
air
they
quotes. Remember,
say,
by
yeah.
what they because they put them on Monday Night Football. Again, we've had some trash Monday Night Football analysts in the history of Monday Night Football. Trust me. I mean,
But yeah.
I mean, I know Joe Buck looks
with
like
Jason,
he looks like a
Jason-
dick with ears, but I still think Joe Buck, like he calls a good game.
yeah, and I guess like I said, you have to have his play-by-play partner in Troy Aikman. But yeah, they could get somebody else. But it's funny that there's 2 Cowboys quarterbacks that are on the A team of networks.
I thought Greg Olson was good.
He is. He's on the A team of Fox now because of Troy and
I mean, I just watch Scott
What's going-
Hansen. Unless it's a primetime game, it's Scott
Mhm.
Hansen for me. I'm just watching
Yeah.
Red Zone.
With that being
But-
said, though, is Dak going to be able to transfer and translate into the booth at any time?
You need to get in the transfer portal and go somewhere.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, they might trade him to Arizona, because they have Trey Lance. I mean, come on.
I absolutely hate when people try to show Dak's numbers against quarterbacks from like 10 or 15, 20 years ago. It's just a completely different league. And the quarterbacks he's compared them to actually won games in the playoffs. So I don't care that Dak has better regular season numbers than these guys. When the playoffs come or when the big game shows up, Dak is nowhere in sight.
So kind of like the Braves.
Oh.
If I had the link up and ready right now, I would have left, but I really didn't want to go back and my email.
Okay.
Who's your
Well,
Yeah, if we don't have any glass houses around us, we probably shouldn't throw shit at other people.
Since we're throwing out
oh, no,
numbers,
yeah, no, I
to get
know.
this
Yeah.
I mean,
in,
the-
the
I
end
mean,
of the
that's-
slide
that's
is
fair.
before it starts.
I'm
Did you
calling
know-
Kirby, and we're curb stomping you guys in the playoffs.
Do you know who has the most receiving yards in Chicago Bears history?
Gale Sayers.
Nope. Hold on.
He's not going to
Brandon
guess.
Marshall?
He's not going to guess it. It would be Justin Jefferson. In 55 games, he would have more receiving yards than anyone who's ever had playing for the Bears.
What kind of question is that? You didn't say who.
It's some dude from it's some dude from the 60s or 70s. You wouldn't have guessed it anyways. But for a dude to play a few seasons and have more receiving yards than anyone's ever had for the Bears is pretty tough.
I'm looking this up.
You can Google it.
All right, just the guy in the box.
Yeah,
adjacent
Johnny Morris.
catty
We don't
corner.
know Johnny Morris.
Johnny
Yeah.
Morris. Yeah, has
I
27.
think Pinky picked him in that parlay earlier.
Hey, what? Who? Johnny Morris? Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
he was one of your
Yeah.
parlay pieces.
Got him for a touchdown. Yeah, tonight.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Ben, you have 27 world championships, right? The team you root for in baseball, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Golly, Alshon Jeffrey.
Yeah, like the 40s.
I mean, he wasn't alive for
Well,
any of them
no,
except for
yeah.
like 4.
Oh, yeah, for like 4 or so, yeah.
One of them was against the Braves. So I mean,
Yep.
Just so we know, 2 years removed from a World Series. We're not done
What
yet.
time is the Mariners game tonight?
no, we don't. I mean, we're playing a wiffle ball tournament in Safeco.
Who, the
tonight.
Mariners?
Used to be Safeco.
Yeah,
now
what
Team
time is
Rebel
their
City. It is going to be 10 p.m. Eastern time. So wiffle ball tournament. Jay Buhner's hosting it. So
At least my teams are in the playoffs.
that wiffle ball tournament
Carolina
lit
Panthers.
though. Hey, by the way, have you seen the
Hey.
new Geico commercials with Griffey on them? Love them.
Yeah.
We have to sacrifice one of the teams. We can't all make. They can't all be good at the same time.
Are we moving on?
Sure.
I've been moved on.
Yes, I thought we have gotten lost in translation on that one. We are going now to the looks like it's going to be the Eagles at the Jets.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a fun one.
J-E-T-S. Loss.
Well, the Jets are +7 at home. Total is 41. Randy, what do we got?
I'm gonna keep this short and sweet, and I have no clue why this line is the way it is or what it was 2 days ago because I was ready for this show on Tuesday until somebody, fucked it up. But
Yeah.
I don't know why the line was. What'd you say it was now for Philly?
-7.
It was 6.5 like a couple days ago. Go back and just tease it down to 6.5. I don't know how Philly's not a touchdown favorite. Like
They are.
it should be like 10.5 by the weekend or close to it. This Jets team's just not good at football. Zach Wilson is going to look really bad against this Philly defense.
What's our weather looking like? Anybody got the weather forecast for Sunday?
What's-
there?
what's
It could be.
A little brisk.
You could
60
put
degrees.
30-mile-an-hour winds just for Philly, and it could be perfect 75-degree weather for New York Jets, and I still got Philly.
I mean, what part of? I mean, the whole Eagles offense is just better in every aspect. If you go, oh, it's raining, okay, run game. Eagles-
Every aspect of the entire team is better.
If it's perfect weather, passing game's opened up. Okay, it's over.
And the Jets just lost their number one tackle,
Mhm.
Vera Tucker.
yeah, Jalen Carter might have 3 sacks.
The best part of the Jets defense is their secondary, correct? Are we in agreement?
I mean, it's Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
I don't know about their entire secondary.
I mean, yeah.
Well, what's their strongest? I mean, they have a decent defense. So what's their strongest part? Is it the secondary or is it the
Not
interior?
covering Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
So if they
So they're
use a
gonna-
run game,
I don't know. I think Sauce is better off on Devontae than AJ. AJ's big.
But you know
Is
he's gonna
Sauce-
play. He's
is
gonna
Sauce
play.
okay?
Yeah, I mean it's fine, but he's just not. He's not gonna be able to trail anybody.
No.
He's gonna play on the left side, and whoever's on the left side is gonna get covered by him, and whoever's on the right side is gonna eat.
I just remember he got that that leg rolled into late in that game against Denver. So
Yeah, he
Right.
I'd get my leg rolled into early in this one. Go ahead and take me a break. Take this game off.
yeah,
I mean, if you've been watching the Eagles games, they've been controlling the clock this whole time too. So they're just gonna, if they want to, slog it out. Running the ball.
so
We
Ben, are we
also-
taking it? Are you taking
Huh?
the under? Are you taking the under?
Oh, what's the under for this game?
41.
41.
Yeah, I'll take the under on that one.
You
And
don't like it?
yeah,
should-
I'll lock it.
Yeah,
I like
I
it.
got him.
I'll
Got
lock
him.
it. Yeah,
You got him.
Yeah, but no, I mean seriously, the Eagles don't try to do too much if they don't have to. I mean, just like in the Rams game last week, they didn't have to do all that much. They just ran the ball, passed when they had to, and kept it simple. So
It blows my mind the over under is less in this game than the Raiders and Patriots game.
mhm.
I mean, yeah, the Jets offense isn't good, but I'd still might take it over the Raiders and Patriots offense at this point. I don't know. I'm with Randy though. I go back to Philly minus 6.5 just because I don't want to be at 7, but that should be a pretty easy hit, I would think.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Like, what am I missing that they're not at least a touchdown favorite? I mean, I know they are now, but 2 days ago, 2 days ago, that started off at 6 points. That's when I got mine.
I will say Philly's offense hasn't really clicked on all cylinders yet. Like it seems like they either run the ball well or they pass mostly run the ball well.
They
But
could send out a 4-cylinder in this one and still be fine.
I was about to say, I think Philly's still like 4-1 against the spread this year, though. I know I've been banking on them quite a bit.
We just got a guest pick.
What we got?
Take the over on Denver team total 16.5.
Yeah, I said 17. So yeah, sounds right.
Yeah, so that'd be
Get it in there fast, people. This game starts in less than 10 minutes, I believe. 8:15, right?
Was that your boy
17,
that
I
gave
think.
us? Is that your boy that gave us that Russell Wilson 3 touchdown game in week?
No, you know what's crazy though, and had this hit, I would have lost my shit too. Shout out to him for giving me that $6,000 on Russell Wilson, but he said that Kari Blossom game was gonna basically get carries in that last game for Chicago. And how the did Kari Blossom? I didn't even know who that was.
yeah.
And dude was on the field,
4th-string running back,
and he called it. He put in an anytime touchdown Kari Blossom game.
but he didn't score a touchdown there, right?
Right, but I'm just saying, like, I didn't even
Yeah,
expect
but the
him to
fact
get
that he
carries.
was actually getting carries after.
Right. And like significant work is
Well,
insane.
what's funny is the Bears literally they signed Dante Foreman and then they don't even dress him.
And let me
And
throw
they
this out there,
don't
like,
have to.
this isn't a guy who's making like 20 plays a week. Like, he's making like 2. So it's not like he's just throwing in random stuff. Like, he's only playing like 2 things a week. And Kari Blossom game anytime touchdown was somehow one of them.
I blame the
Yeah.
Bears for that not hitting.
Yeah. He also called for. I asked him on the late games Sunday. Ben and Randy can attest to this. What the Bengals were going to do, and he said that Burrow was going to throw for at least 2 touchdowns.
Oh, I bet the show of that won that
Yeah.
easy.
And then
He
they were
said
gonna-
Cincinnati win and Burrow to 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he said 2 touchdowns. So.
Mhm.
I think I put 500 on that, and it was not even particularly close.
All right, we have anything left on this game, gentlemen, or are we going to move on from the Eagles Jets game?
I'm good. I mean, it's just Philly all the way. It's over already.
Okay. Moving on to the Sunday night game, I believe we are there. G-Man.
No, right, we shouldn't be Sunday night. We should have the
Yeah,
Detroit-
no.
You missed it.
Before you got here, Jason Waters is in the chat and was watching our show until just now when I guess his smoked brisket and whatever else he smoked came off the smoker. So
Da, 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 da.
he didn't
Yeah.
invite us over for dinner either. So
Oh, okay.
Ben, what's your choice on the Lions Bucks -3 Detroit?
I mean, Detroit.
we already know where you are.
Detroit, yeah.
Yeah, we figure. I already got you covered. I told him.
Yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Good.
This game is on paper the ugliest game of the weekend.
Which
as
one?
far as The Sunday night game. Giants at Bills.
I mean, I guess in the sense of 14.5-point spread, yes.
Yes, 14.5-point spread, minus 1,100 on money line for Buffalo, and the total is 44.5.
Watching the Giants offense flail around for 3 hours, yes.
Yeah.
Michael, what do you have on this game?
I like. It's supposed to rain. I mean, 14.5 is a lot for an NFL team, man.
It's a lot for Buffalo, I think, because Buffalo tends to,
But the problem is the Giants are awful, so it's like,
Yeah.
I just don't feel like Buffalo's offense is necessarily as high octane as, like, say, the Miami Panthers game. Like the Bills either seem hot or they come out and they make a bunch of like boneheaded mistakes and don't get points for what they should. Like they kick field goals or something because they just didn't connect. I mean, at 14.5, I kind of like the Giants to cover. I mean, they can't get blown out by 30 every game, can they?
They can. I mean,
I would personally just stay out of this game. 14.5 is a lot to bet on. If it wasn't for, I know I took Miami with 13.5, but I've watched the Panthers enough this year to know that they probably got my back on that. So, but this game with 14.5, I'm probably just staying away from it. I just don't like it. I really don't like anything, and even the over under seems like spot on at 45. Like,
Ben, what do you have?
I'm probably gonna stay away from this game too, unless you tease it down. I would say, gosh, that'd be a lot to minus 10 for me to even take it. So, yeah, let's go stay away from it.
You heard it here first. Ben will take 10.
There you go. Randy, what do you have in this game?
I got some useless information for you.
Okay.
I don't have anything on this game because this game's kind of
Not this game.
Yeah.
kind of boring. But 4 teams have inquired about Jerry Jeudy so far. I have 3 of the 4 confirmed. The
And
Indianapolis Colts, the
Mhm.
Green Bay Packers, and the Carolina Panthers.
There you go.
That's all I got on this game. It's pretty
Okay.
bad.
Well, we will move-
Other
we
team
will-
players being traded.
I have nothing else to input
Yeah.
on this Buffalo Giants game. Giants are bad. Buffalo's decent. They're not great. Josh Allen is still not an elite quarterback. You cannot tell me otherwise. I will move on to the Cowboys Chargers game. Monday Night Football. Cowboys coming off a beatdown. But there's no way to sugarcoat it. It's a beatdown. And the Chargers had a bye week coming off of that. They're at home. They are plus 2.5, though. Cowboys are favored in this game. Total is 50.5. Randy, how do you see it playing out?
Give me my darn theme music. Huh? Go ahead and tell them, Dion. You know, every week when we've had a little video, there's been a clip about, oh, Ben was right about such and such. Adam was right. I said they scored 70. And then Michael's in there talking about, I guess Panthers are going to win. But the time that I get one, and nobody can clip it because we're live.
Which one was it?
I said San Francisco was going to beat down Dallas 34-10. I was
By a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not a lot. Yeah.
32-10. But I did bet San Francisco, I think it was San Francisco minus 21.5, which was plus 1650. I bet that on Sunday. Never really sweated it because I said it. San Francisco was going to beat the shit out of Dallas. Dallas is a fraud. They're always a fraud. Every year this shit happens. It's kind of like whenever Josh Gordon was coming back. No, this is his next best. Nah. And Julio Jones, he's about to be. Nah. It's every year they just keep trying to invent these people like Colin Kaepernick. He's going to come back. And no, he ain't coming back. Let it go. It's over. You're done. Julio's done. Josh Gordon's done. And Dallas is going to be done for the rest of forever. Get into this game, though.
Yeah.
I think Dallas plays a close game. I think this is – I forget what game it was last week that neither team should be a touchdown favorite. I feel like neither team in this game should be a field goal favorite. I feel like if you get the Chargers, I think we're plus 2.5. If you can get them plus 3.5, it is really going to come down to like a last-second field goal. I really don't know who's going to get it. Both these teams just find ways to lose. But I think the Chargers being at home, if you can catch them getting 3.5, I think it's Chargers plus 3.5.
Michael, what do you have?
I'm just staying away from it. Both teams let me down too often. Chargers should win, but they won't. Cowboys,
Dan?
yeah.
Yeah, say I mean, both of these teams, I don't trust either of them, so I'm just staying away.
They just find painful ways to lose.
Yeah.
Especially the Chargers. Like, Chargers be up 28 points in this game and somehow lose it.
Yeah, have the Chargers thrown the interception this year? I don't.
Yeah, Herbert's got one.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know if he has or hasn't.
Just one.
Eckler's going to be back this week. He said 99.9% chance he plays Sunday.
So you're saying there's a chance.
He's pretty good at football.
I will give a short little narrative
Yeah.
about these two teams.
Narrative.
A monologue.
The Chargers are like the Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes.
Shut your mouth.
They are here for a short time, and they are amazing. And Randy knows about these because
Yeah,
Randy is the quintessential, and you know how amazing they are because you like them so much more than us. I think you are like on the 10th percentile.
I'll take the diabetes. I don't give a damn. Them
On
things
people who absolutely just cannot want this time of you care about this time of year only for one thing, and that's for the Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes.
No, man. Honestly, fuck Christmas. Just give me them cakes.
That's all you want.
Get the hell out of my way.
The Chargers are like that. I mean, and they're good, but they're good for so short of a time span that you want more, and then the box is empty because it only comes like 5 in there, and then it's like,
I feel like I've heard of this before. I'm so good for a short time.
yeah.
Where have I heard that?
Now the Cowboys, on the other hand, are like the Christmas tree cakes that you find at the yard sale in the middle of summer, and you're like, where did these come from, and how
You
old
still
are
gonna
they?
eat them? They're delicious.
And the little lady, and yeah, you're still going to eat them, and everybody's like,
Not
"Oh,
the
they're
old
so
lady,
good,
I'm
they're
just
so
making
good." But the old lady is there selling them. Was like, "Oh, they we got them fresh today," and it's like,
Unless
you
the
know
old
better than
lady's
that
holding the
because
cake.
they don't come fresh.
Then I got no choice.
Summertime. So yeah, so
It was a
here we
setup
are.
from the beginning.
I say that to say this: we
Don't let old
win
ladies
this
hold
game.
cakes. Because I'll eat them shit.
We don't know who wins this game, and whoever wins this game is going to back their way into it. And at the end of it, those Christmas tree cakes will be delivered. I think they
Oh,
come.
the old lady
soon.
bringing them again?
They come in the middle of November, Randy. I don't have the hookup like I had before. I knew when they would come to Publix. I don't know that anymore. So
Hey, if they come in the middle of November, so am I. Because them things are delicious. I mean, delicious.
they should be hitting the shelves as soon as Halloween is over with. So
You better get them now before I get there.
Mhm. Okay. With that being said, let's get our locks real quick before this game, Thursday Night Football, tees off. We got 4 minutes. So, gentlemen, run down tonight's game. We have any locks?
Nope.
Nobody can use it anyway. It's their
Yeah,
running out time.
I'm gonna take Denver plus 14 and a half.
Denver plus 14.5. Okay. That's a lock. I cannot use it in the parlay. I'm going to move on.
Yeah.
Ravens, Titans. Any locks in this game, gentlemen?
Nope.
Mhm.
Yes. Give me anything. Give me pass attempts for Ryan Tannehill so long as it's under 26 and a half.
Anything over 26.5.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
Ravens
Over on anything under 26 and a half.
Over on anything under 26.5.
Over.
Okay. Gotcha.
Hold on, he might
Okay.
have a lineup.
He may already.
It just came out.
What is it?
What the Man, delete that.
That's
What
29.
is it?
30 and a half?
That
For
what?
who?
For
Tannehill?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay. Well, we're not locking anything on the game.
Never
Okay.
mind.
Okay.
No.
Moving on. 49ers and Browns.
Nope.
Any locks?
I'm gonna tease down San Fran to -4.5. Lock it.
Okay.
I'll say McCaffrey 2 touchdowns.
Okay. That's a lot.
Right.
Okay.
Denver
Actually,
playing
I
full
wrote down the
Ravens.
line earlier this week. It was 5 to start the week. It's 9.5 now.
Mhm. I'm going to
Adam just went full Troy Aikman.
totally going to veto I like the lock, and the lock is pure and it's on here. It's on the video, but it's not going to go my parlay. I'm going to take my own. I'm going to go against my own judgment. Actually, I might do a 4-leg parlay.
What are you gonna do,
since we're
buddy?
Live. We're going to go 9.5 on San Francisco for the parlay. Okay, moving on.
I did that last week.
Commanders.
Play
I
that.
might be a week late, but who knows? Commanders at Falcons.
Nope.
No locks. Carolina at Miami.
I'm gonna lock Miami cover 13.5.
Okay. Anybody else? Moving on. Minnesota, Chicago.
I'm gonna
Alex?
take the ex-girlfriend and the crazy friend.
Gotcha. Colts at Jaguars.
Nope.
It's just another game, my friend. Just another game.
Saints at Texans.
Kamara touchdown.
I got Nico Collins over 4.5 receptions.
Nico.
Seahawks, Bengals.
Give me anything over. Hold on, let me see if the pass attempts are up because they were up for Tannehill. I want the attempts on Joe Cool. Dun, 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 dun. Holy shit balls. Get it right now. Go. Run and get it. Woo.
What is it?
I'm betting it right now.
Better right now? You're betting it right now.
135 to win 100. Easy money. Over 24.5 completions. I have them at like 28, 29. That's easy. Take it right now.
Anybody
in
else got
there.
a lock on this game?
Just put it in. I thought it was going to drop like 25.5. That's insane.
Judy got a catch, by the way. For
Big booty
minus
Judy?
-3 yards. It was a reception though.
You're going the wrong
We
way.
did say he was a short yard.
He did. Bubble screen. There it was, and it did not go well. Patriots. Raiders. Locks.
I got the under.
Yeah, lock in 1-800-662-4357.
The under did change to 41. Was it 41 already or 41?
It's 41.
That's 41. Yeah.
Now it's 41 and a half.
Please
Oh,
get
that's
help.
41 and a half.
Now,
Yeah.
I mean, even better take it.
Yeah, take the under. Yeah.
Please call and get help.
Right? Lions and Bucks.
No.
I'm gonna take Lions to win money line.
Locking in money line. Cardinals and Rams.
Do you think there's a line out for Stafford fantasy points yet? Because it looks like QB lines have dropped. Let me see if there's a fantasy point thing up on Stafford. If his fantasy point line drops at like 18 on DK, then take that. I'll lock that in.
Anybody else?
His passing yards, I said 275. It came out at 280.
No.
Okay. Eagles, Jets.
Eagles 6.5. Easy.
Yeah, I got the under on that game.
Under 41.
I'm good. I was gonna go with Randy, but I'm not gonna jinx him.
No, come on.
Giants at Bills.
No.
No.
Hell.
And the Cowboys and Chargers.
Nope.
I feel like the Cowboys come back and they play well this week. You just can't trust these teams. I'm not gonna lock it, but I think if you wanted whichever team you like to win, just take plus 4.5 on whichever one you like and just go with that.
Awesome. Well, with those locks being put in, I have a parlay, and I'm going to do a 4-legger this week for our first live show.
And I'm gonna let y'all know whether or not it's gonna hit because I've been 100% correct so far.
It's been awesome on these right now. So we have San Francisco minus 9.5. Alvin Kamara, anytime touchdown. The under on the Patriots and the Raiders, 41.5. And the Detroit Lions money line.
I would stay away.
It's a plus 939. 4-leg parlay. Whatever you like to do. Where you like to listen to Randy? Where you like to just have fun? It's up to you. Decisions.
I don't bet you have fun. I bet win money.
Yeah.
So, you can have all that fun and
I like
and
the
lose them.
shade.
I don't think San Francisco covers 9.5. They had a really good weekend. They beat somebody down. They're going to come back to earth a little bit against Cleveland in Cleveland. 9.5 is a lot of points to give on the road to anybody. I just don't see that at all. I think your boy's getting screwed up already. Oh no, he got out of it. It was 2 guys on against Strider. He got out of it, didn't he?
Oh, you're a little bit ahead of me.
No, I bet Braves first 5.
No, I appreciate you letting me know.
Broncos
I'm like a pitch
fourth
behind you.
4th and 3, hard count, timeout. They were on the other side of 50, trying to score on Kansas City early, but
They got no balls. They're gonna punt it.
Yeah, they're gonna punt it. Y'all want to stay live for this first KC drive and then call tonight?
I'm probably gonna have to call it because I haven't eaten. Like today.
I thought you were supposed to do it before we went live.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance. Like I haven't eaten. This will be breakfast.
Gotcha.
Actually, I guess this was breakfast. Which shout out to Michael because I still wanted to do.
Eddie. Oh wow, he's sending Russ back out there for 4th and 3.
Let's ride.
Turnover.
Oh, here we go. I guess we can
Let's
see this
ride.
play real quick. Does anybody else want to stay for this? Soon to be offensive possession coming up for the
Yeah,
Chiefs if they stop them.
I'll do one possession with you guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I'm gonna do. You're gonna do it, Randy. Always pleasure.
Well,
Good luck, guys. Good luck this weekend.
All right.
I don't love a whole lot of picks this weekend. Just take the ones I locked. Everything else. Check out that free bet thing I was telling you about on FanDuel, where if
Restaurants
you
back?
bet 250 on 3 bets, they give you 250. That's a pretty good ROI. You only need to hit 1 bet to break even. If you hit 2, you're plus money. If you hit 3, golden. But yeah, line that up.
Pretty straight up bets.
Yep, that's what I did. I already put in 2.
Russell Wilson sack on 4th down.
What? Who saw that coming?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Block it.
We'll catch you later, Randy.
Yeah, yep, see ya.
Okay, here we are. We're gonna have a Kansas City possession coming up after a commercial break. We got a touchdown coming up, right, boys? We feel somebody's gonna score a touchdown right now.
I mean, I like Pacheco, man.
It better be because I got him first touchdown score.
Better be. Yeah,
But Ben doesn't know the bet, so I'm gonna tell him now since Randy's not here. So
Yeah.
Kansas
I
City-
didn't like it any better than Randy did. I can tell
I
you.
got 2 parlays. Kansas City money line, simple, right?
Yeah.
Under 52.5 for a total, with the wind and everything the way
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Minus 6.5 spread for the game for Kansas City. I tease that down as alternate.
Yeah.
Everybody's wondering how I get minus 6.5 and the money line in the same parlay. Maybe I missed something.
Because
Didn't kick it out.
I don't think they're giving you.
I don't think it changed the number anyway. Or shape or form.
They're not giving you the money line if you've got the minus 6.5 in there.
And minus 2.5 first quarter for Kansas City. And then in one, I have Pacheco anytime touchdown. So that's a 5-legger.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one, it's a 6-legger. It's Pacheco first touchdown, Pacheco 2 touchdowns.
Throw all your money in the can right now.
So what I need right now is Kansas City touchdown, Pacheco, and that'll set me up for good for the rest of the duration of the night, most likely. So
Yeah, if it's
in both leagues,
yeah,
because I'll have my first quarter done because the first quarter is almost halfway through.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Kelsey first touchdown.
I mean, I just saw her in the stand. Sitting next to his mom.
Yeah. So
I'm like, that doesn't speak well for me or bode well.
nope, it does not.
What?
No.
What happened?
That's interesting. Oh, I just saw they put down my regional manager. Put in the schedule.
Oh.
Dimlick put in that John Logano put in the schedule for this week for our work. I'm like, is that real? I don't think that's real.
You guys wouldn't argue with the shitty shifts if John's name was that.
He almost got it right. He almost got it perfect. Almost, but there's something I gotta change.
There's
Gotta
something
trade.
out there.
Okay. There's something I gotta change. Let's see what I can do. So Mahomes is here. 11-0 record against Denver in his career.
Yeah, your money line bet looks good with that.
2nd and 6. First play was a 4-yard. I think it was a rush, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Pacheco.
Pacheco, yeah.
Yep.
It's another rush by Pacheco. And it's a first down. Those yards are looking good right now for Pacheco. I didn't take them.
I'm about to say, but you don't. Yeah,
was it 70 something?
I think so, something like that.
So, like I said, this drive already past midfield.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to wear Pacheco out too much, though, in between the 20s.
Yeah.
No, here comes the throw. First back pass complete to Travis Kelce, who laterals to Noah Gray for a first down. I don't know if I'm ahead or behind.
Does that mean Noah Gray gets the yards, though?
Yeah.
I think so. You're ahead of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't know how you're ahead of us, but
Yeah, because I'm just now seeing that pass, and then there's the lateral. So.
Yeah.
What's going to happen is they're going to they're going to run it down there with Pacheco, and then they're going to throw a little pass to McKinnon. He's going to score a touchdown.
That's what Randy thought would happen. He went and bet he went and bet McKinnon for 2 touchdowns.
Man, Kelce just got. Did he catch that? I think he did. I was looking down. I missed it.
I'll tell you.
Y'all can tell me now. I'm seeing
I'm
seeing the replay. You're seeing the live action.
He called it.
Yep, reception got down short of a first down, but it's like 2nd and 1.
Wait, why was that in doubt?
I don't know. Pacheco running behind his lineman right here. First down, 2 yards. They only needed 2 yards. You might have got 3. In field goal range for Buckner now. But the wind is breezy. We have a picture of seeing Vance Joseph for the first time. Yep, that's his defense, all right. Letting things just keep going downfield.
That's been their defense all year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're out
rolling
there?
out. Oh, Mahomes rolled out to the right and threw to a Broncos defender.
Oh, so I got my interception already. Good enough.
No. He dropped it.
Oh.
No, you assumed Denver.
He threw it to the defender. Yeah, I mean, he hit him in the hands.
I just saw it.
Bad spot.
But
defenders are defenders for a reason. They can't catch. They'd be on offense. Maybe if they were a little taller.
The best part of it is he wasn't even upset he didn't get the pick. He was just so happy.
No, he's like,
yeah.
Catch by Rice for an 8-yard reception, 3rd down and 2, maybe
he's probably
long
their best,
2, short 3.
He's probably their best receiver outside Kelce.
Well, yeah, I mean, to actually be receiver, and since Kelsey's tight end technically,
yeah,
he's a slot man. He gets possessions. So yeah, 3rd and 3. Inside the 20-yard line down to the 17. Oh, batted down pass by Mahomes from Denver batted it down. So now it's 4th and 3.
Oh no, that's gonna be a field goal.
That's gonna be a field goal, but it is a -2.5 first quarter. So field goal works, and Ben needs that field goal from Buckner, don't you?
Yes, I need 2.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
So go ahead and get the first one out of the way.
Yep. So he's 31 for 32 on the year. He's only missed 1. It was blocked this year. This one's from 35. Wind is breezy, going left to right on my screen. It's a knuckler, but it's good.
Good deal.
So that's the end of Kansas City's first possession. Thought we'd have a touchdown this one, but we did not. So with that being said, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Y'all, I hope y'all have a good evening. Fuller, I'm with you.
The sadness is setting in.
It's
don't
palpable.
let the
It's
darkness take over. Yeah.
We
It's,
have
it's,
7
pa-
more
it's, it's
innings.
palpable, but I hope. What's the score? I haven't looked.
It's still
It's
nothing.
0-0.
Nothing. It's still 0-0.
It just feels so tenuous. Like it's like
Yeah.
like we haven't done anything, and we can't.
The problem is we can't get a lead. We've played from behind the whole series. The offense has been terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand how the best offense in baseball just turned off.
I know, and I took all your bats tonight in a parlay. Well, not all your bats, a couple of them. So
That was probably a bad move.
that was I'm probably really I didn't take any to win though, or to lose.
I mean, Atlanta in 2 innings has 0 hits right now, and Philly at least has 1. So I mean,
Ranger Suarez is no hitting them. You got to be kidding me! It's the second
It's
time they've been
2
no
innings.
hitting. I mean,
that's what says 2 innings.
We were no hitting the Phillies yesterday and then blew up and gave up 6. So it doesn't necessarily mean anything.
No, yeah, it doesn't.
But I'm gonna go
It's
cry.
accurate.
I'm gonna go
You're-
cry.
you're-
I'm gonna watch the game.
Yeah.
And
Your win probability is still 52.4%. So it's better than
we're
Phillies.
still
So
on the
see,
upper end.
yeah.
Until Bryce Harper comes back around.
As long as Strider keeps pitching,
Yeah.
don't go to the bullpen.
Well.
All right, y'all ready to call it a night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, to everybody who's watching, Waters, we're out, but we gotta
Yeah.
go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks for watching, brother.
Yeah.
Well, I know you finished eating dinner, but we're about to leave, so we'll see y'all next time. Have a good weekend. Go enjoy NFL football on Sunday and the rest of this Thursday night game.
Yep.
See y'all next time.
guys.
See you guys.